you're watching BlurdDotRadio. Where's the button? I'm not ready.
Are you?
I'm your host for the evening. My name is Mike Stidham.
Mike Stidham.
I'm joined in the studio by DJ L.O. Carter. From their homes, we got Ash got him. We got Kenny. And we got Steve.
You joining from home.
Live from their couch.
Hey. We're going to start off the show the way that we start off all shows with Blurred Out. Oh, we got Jimmy Ellis. There's so much shit going on and I'm like dropping. I turned around like, what'd I do? Oh, right. Jimmy Black Genius joins us again. How you doing, Jimmy?
I'm doing very fine.
Nice.
It was not until BlurdCon that I found out what you meant by BlurdDotRadio.
Oh, yeah.
I just thought it was just a word that you had.
Oh, no.
And I didn't even question it. But now I know you mean Blur. You've been meaning Black Nerd for years, and it's just been going above my head.
Well, see, now you know. Now that you've been in a hotel full of Blurs. Yeah. And it was full. It was a lot of people in there. A whole hell of a lot.
Yeah, I'm not saying I got COVID from them, but my throat was very itchy after.
You said your throat?
Your thoke?
Yes.
Your thoke was itching?
You caught con playing.
I've been doing cons for 16 years. This is the first time. And for it to be at a black con, not a good look.
No.
I mean,
I've been doing cons for 17 years.
But my people, it be your own people. It be your own people.
Along with you.
Oh, damn.
Jimmy Ellis, what geeky things have you done this week? Did you see Deadpool?
Yes, I saw Deadpool with my little cousin Dre. Shout out to Dre. I saw Deadpool, Wolverine. Mm-hmm. And should I just go straight into my opinion? Or?
Yeah, go for it. What do you give it out of 10?
I give it
I got you.
I give it I enjoyed the movie and it was really good, but just because Kane the Conqueror wasn't in it, he gets a 6. I feel as if that evil villain was just a replacement for Kane the Conqueror. And in the original movie, Kane was going to be in there because they had the TVA in there. They had the multiverse. So they was going to do Kane. But I wish that guy just didn't beat his wife, man. He just not his wife. He really got the greatest story ever told. I was so looking forward to that Kane story.
It was thinking with all Fox villains, with the Scott villain, X-Men villain.
Yeah.
He might have showed him after credit, but he was never going to be in it.
Also, we ain't never seen Kang again.
Yeah, Kang.
He was going to be in that movie.
They replaced him with Robert Downey Jr. in the laziest move I've seen the MCU do in a long time.
Oh, I didn't put the very funny meme in there. Yeah, right now.
Yeah, put it in.
And that better be a real Dr. Doom.
Who are people saying they wanted for Doom?
Anybody.
You got anybody.
For a while, they were saying Mads Mikkelsen, whatever, but then he was already in Doctor Strange.
Or Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't stop it because Robert Downey Jr. was already Iron Man, but he gets to be Dr. Doom.
That is a good point.
Yeah. I get to wear a mask again?
Yeah.
They're just doing one of these storylines where basically this universe where Iron Man is Dr. Doom. That's probably what it would be.
It's not, his suit does not look cool. An orange Dr. Doom.
I enjoy his suit.
I ain't like it. I liked it when Dr. Doom was Iron Man. That was a cool looking outfit.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna probably do that story where they switch bodies or whatever, but still.
They did switch bodies. That was not the story. It was really Dr. Doom became Iron Man.
I'm talking about the What If joint.
You talking about the comic or the show?
The comic book.
Oh, yeah.
The comic book, yeah, he switched bodies.
I thought it was said because of the telekinesis they had switched.
That was a universe where Tony Stark was just Dr. Doom.
I don't like it.
I'll see you the link of what I was talking about, Kenny. It might be the same, but maybe it's different.
So Jimmy, you said 6 out of 10 for Deadpool 3.
Yes, and that villain was a cop out. It should have been Kane. But the movie actually, if I wasn't mad about Kane, I'd just give it an 8. But I am. So y'all can just take 8 as the real answer. But no, 6.
What is your favorite MCU film?
My favorite MCU film was Infinity War. I wish I would have made a documentary because for a whole year, Spider-Man was dead. And like all the children was crying and all the weebs and everybody had their own reaction. I wish I would have like interviewed a lot of people and then interviewed them right after Spider-Man came back in Endgame. And that would have been a cool documentary to make.
It definitely would.
Those people clearly had not read enough comics or watched enough anime.
We have watched enough.
He coming back. I was like, he'll be back.
Oh yeah, he was definitely coming back.
Now Black Panther, I was a little worried about. They let the black man go. He might not come back.
From normal, your voice is louder this week than normal.
I can't control that.
The only way I can control it is to turn everybody else down.
That's weird.
Well,
That's suspicious.
You don't find that suspicious? Where?
Oh, you know what? Actually, for some reason, my mic is at 200.
Teamwork making the dream work.
Teamwork making the dream work.
Is this better?
yeah, much better.
Virtual Ash, you're a VTuber?
I am not. I'm just lazy.
Did you make that that model yourself, or did you get it a commission?
This is a base made by someone named Beef Ice Cream.
Ew.
I know it's a weird name, but they have a lot of these different template bodies, and I pretty much crafted the headphones, the crop top, my glasses, chain. The glasses is another component I could just add. And that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Oh, so you did a little blender work yourself too, along with help from Beef Ice Cream.
Yeah, so Beef Ice Cream is the one that like designed the body, the color, the tone, the lips, the nose, the eyes. But within the program called Vroid, I crafted the headphones, the glasses chain, and my nose piercing, and then the crop top.
I just want to point out that Steve looks like when your uncle takes pictures on Facebook.
I'm dead.
Yo, face all the way.
Steve, we know each other, right? We've been in the same room together before, right?
We've been in this one together.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Jimmy Ellis gives a 6 to 8 out of 10 for Deadpool 3. We all saw the movie.
Steve didn't.
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
I thought you sent Kenny
Exactly.
the access to the movie. Oh. Are you going to be mad if we talk about it?
No.
Okay.
Because you do have the internet. Like, you've seen it. Yeah, for sure. Kenny, what'd you think?
I found Deadpool extremely annoying, not funny.
Okay.
Hugh Jackman was incredible as Wolverine, but he's always been it. Story was the story. Yeah. The vibes of Marvel is just we're gonna cameo the fuck out of everything. You're gonna like it.
Hey, man. I appreciate it in this context.
It was whatever, because it's just gonna be this and nothing else. So I'm gonna give it a 5.
Ooh, lower than Jimmy.
Hey, listen, man.
Also, you were the one that was excited about this movie.
Yeah, I thought you said you liked it.
I was shocked when you said you were excited about it because you
I was
didn't
excited
have anything nice to
for
say
Ryan.
about Ryan Reynolds or Deadpool before that.
But say you know how I feel about Ryan Reynolds in the first place.
That's why I was surprised. I was like, "Oh, you want to see this?"
Because Hugh Jackman was in it, but then it still turned into the Ryan Reynolds show, and and like Deadpool, the first one was really good because it kind of matched the tone and story of like kind of books I've read every minute. My whole thing with a lot of Marvel movies lately is that like if you are too familiar with the comics, you're probably not gonna like all the types of movies. And I'm trying to like get out of the process. But problem here with Deadpool is just like, God damn, it's just so fucking annoying. It's not funny to me. But like the bootleg I watched, I was clearly not minority. Everybody in the theater was laughing.
I was cheering at everything. I laughed.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's cool. The fight was dope. The Deadpool shit was fun only because like I've read most of those Deadpool stories. So it was fun to just point out all the Deadpools that I've read or seen, which is a good time. I don't want to mention the cameo just yet, but like the best cameo was Ice Skate Hill. So
Yes,
that was the only cameo that was
Ice
like,
Skating
oh,
up a hill.
Oh yes, that was the best.
I knew I was waiting
movie.
for him to say it.
I will say when they turned up, I was actually like, "Ooh, damn, we got it."
Yeah, that was the one that like
I read it in the
actually like had me like,
comments.
holy shit.
Because you remember him saying it in the original Blade movie, right?
Oh, duh. Listen, watching Blade on the yearly basis.
We were trying
He was trying really hard.
So I did not enjoy it. Like, it was a good time, but it just I don't know what the future holds for the X movies, especially after what I saw from just Comic-Con this past weekend. But this is a good movie. It was a good movie.
They still signed Robert Downey Jr. a long time ago.
I'm upset about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care. It's funny because people who don't read comics are like, wait a second, why is Iron Man like, it's like, welcome to our world. Nobody ever dies in comics, okay? Just like, relax. This is gonna happen. Holy shit, Steve has a picture of Steve behind him that threw me off.
I should make an Iron Man documentary back to life.
You started a little late. I feel like you should have started right after Endgame.
Probably 2009, maybe.
Better late
Yeah,
than
but
never,
my overall impression was that like there was a lot of hype that I kind of bought into, which is why I was excited. But also too, the closer we got to it, the more I was like, it's still Deadpool, Wolverine, which are two characters that I've seen far too much of in every form of media. So it's like, okay, let's just try to enjoy it. I enjoyed it as much as I could, but like I'm just gonna keep going back to this. Holy shit, Deadpool as a character was far too annoying and not funny. Like if he was funny. But a lot of shit was just like he would just go on and on and on, and like Hugh Jackman as like the point man would finally come in. That'd be funny. Hugh Jackman was hilarious.
Yeah.
But the thing was, they had Deadpool just like going on and on. It's like, yo, cut this by like 2 minutes, and let's keep going.
Honestly,
the fact that it was only like a 2-hour movie and not 2.5 or 2 hours, 45 minutes, I'll give it a 5.5 because it wasn't like a million hours.
it does feel like though they cut around a lot of his admin. Like it just felt like at a certain point they probably edited it.
It don't seem like,
and it was still a lot. Like it was for me. It was bordering on you doing too much.
It was doing too much. And like if they had kind of kept to what he was kind of doing in the opening fight scene, which is probably one of the best openings Marvel has done. Like that was amazing. And a great callback to the last Wolverine movie. Plus all the Wolverine homages.
Oh yeah. When they showed Patch, I was like, oh shit, look at this.
Biblically accurate Wolverine.
Like Wolverine 99, I was like, yeah.
When he hopped off of the chair. I was like, yep, that's the thing that I asked for, and it does look weird.
No, the fact that they gave us the Wolverine and Hulk cover, where it's like he's not alone, and like Hulk's behind him. I was like, that's good shit.
Yeah.
I like the X one.
Yeah, they were
That
all
hair was
like,
cool.
all the references to the comic books. I actually really appreciated it, which is why I kind of kept it at a 5 because this is like the story was just. Because Cassandra Nova is another villain once again, where they wasted a really good villain for a one-off.
Yeah.
Because Cassandra Nova is
As the
actually,
MCU is known to do.
Quite a
and
bit.
yeah, they continue that trend. Like Cassandra Nova is actually a really kick-ass villain, like really cool. And you see pieces of that in this movie, but you already know how it's gonna go. It's like, well, okay.
X-Men 97.
Okay.
But yeah, that is my initial Deadpool Wolverine thought.
Gotcha. Ashley.
I like going after Kenny. Kenny is our comics expert, and I'm coming as someone who is essentially a Deadpool fangirl to an extent. Not to the extent that
I feel like
got
Batman
to
fangirls became Deadpool fangirls.
That's weird. The pipeline is weird.
I don't know the opposite.
One dude who's adverse to guns, and one dude who like almost exclusively uses guns. But yeah, so I'm coming from a slightly more than casual fan, and enjoy his goofy antics to an extent. Like it does get a bit gratuitous, even in the comics at times. But I really enjoyed the movie more than I thought, because I didn't really care for the second. The first was good. But where I thought the third was going to get gratuitous with like the cameos and trying to insert itself into the sacred timeline as it was. I like how they handled it. Of this essentially being like an offshoot, like how the Marvel movies were before everything had to be part of a cinematic universe. In a sense, and it references that. Yeah, I liked it. Gave me some interesting feelings that I might need to. I don't know.
Are you talking about the car fight scene? There's a meme on this computer that says the Deadpool Wolverine car scene was hot. If you know, you know.
Well,
that's me. That was my post.
Oh, did you posted this?
That's
Sure
my
as fuck
post.
did. Oh.
I just thought it was a cool fight scene. It wasn't, sexy.
It was.
Oh, God, his ass
Okay.
beat. There was a
felt
lot of
like
penetration happening.
That one, their first fight felt kind of sexual. I mean, there was a lot of instances that even the characters themselves reference, like, nigga, why'd you dick hard type stuff. But
It's like,
I enjoyed it.
yes, Deadpool, we know you're bisexual.
Oh, yeah.
right.
They definitely hammered that one in.
They gotta let the fanboys know. He does enjoy pegging. Anyway.
It looked like he enjoyed it. But go ahead.
Yeah, it didn't like he enjoyed it in the first movie, but like the way he was coming at the TVA in this movie. It's like, alright, calm down. I think the story did what it needed to do. Wasn't too deep. It actually felt a little more emotional than I thought it was going to get, especially with Wolverine's storyline. I was waiting for them to make some like subversion to what happened to his world and why he's the worst. And I'm like, he's not even the worst. He's like the saddest.
According to the TVA, he was the worst.
What'd you say?
According to the TVA, he was the worst Wolverine.
He was the worst just because he wasn't there.
When the X-Men
I
need
think.
him most.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think he's the saddest. He's the saddest more than anything. He's
I agree.
regretful.
That he's the saddest too.
He's the saddest. He's regretful. You know, the fact that he's even going along with Wade and his educated wish. I thought that was kind of cute. And just how irritated he got with him. It was just hilarious. Like even if he wasn't saying anything, he would just have Like he would just close his eyes, like, oh my god, this is gonna shut up. Like what kicked off the fight in the car after Wolverine basically read Wade for Phil. Even I was sitting there like, damn.
I was like, yeah, you deserve that thing.
Right? I was like, you can't even say nothing to that. And all he could say was like, I'm gonna fight you now.
It's like, good. You deserve to get ass again.
In the face. When was like, oh, you gonna fight me? And he punched him in his face.
And Wolverine's insults went harder than Deadpool's insults.
Oh, yeah.
Even though Deadpool had more insults in the movie.
Because it was true.
Wolverine's insults went
Wolverine
harder.
was real.
This shit was
He dug
true. And then like there were little like real life jabs. He was making in the movie. Like he said a line at one point where he's like, "Oh, Logan keeps his shirt on because he let himself go after the divorce." And Hugh Jackman just got a divorce from his wife.
Oh.
Like prior to filming, they got divorced in like 2023, and they've been together
because of the
since
Rick and Morty episode?
I don't know, but they've been together since 1996. And then Lady Pool is actually voiced by Ryan Reynolds' wife.
The first time I've ever seen Blake Lively is when I was watching the new Rockstars thing.
Yeah.
About
Also, Baby Pool, voiced by his new baby.
Oh.
And Kid Pool, voiced by his daughter. Which I thought it was an interesting switch to make Kid Pool a girl, because I'm pretty sure in the comics it was a boy. But they wear masks, so if you want to make it a foul-mouthed little girl, that's also kind of funny to me, because she had one of the lines that cracked me up. I'm like, you really had your daughter say this?
She won't remember.
She's like 7.
Oh, damn. Yes, you will.
She's
If she's old enough to repeat words, she's old
got
enough
her
to
talking
remember.
about taking dicks out of mouth, sir. Anyway,
Don't say that in school.
no. But yeah, it was fun. I'll get the trilogy set when it comes out. Love the Gambit cameo.
Exactly.
The
That
fact
was
that
dope.
surprised me because I remember reading about that Gambit movie.
Yeah.
And I was glad it didn't happen because I was like, this is X-Men movies are trash. Number one.
His
That
costume
movie
was
terrible.
10 out of 10.
But
the
he
costume
got
was
his
good.
accent down. He got the costume down.
They should have put him in a ski mask, the shiny metal thing. It was like that. I don't know if this makes sense.
His neck was too thick for me.
He was not skinny Gambit for sure.
No, but
He was Channing Gambit, for sure.
he had demeanor and that accent. That was
And his
great.
moves
Who's
were
your
all
dialect
Gambit.
coach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was surprised I understood a lot of what he was saying. Maybe it's the years of listening to Boomhauer on King of the Hill. But I enjoyed him. And I was so worried. I was like, am I going to see Gambit die twice in 1 year?
Oh, they should.
I don't want to watch Gambit die twice.
He's
I
not
remember.
dead.
Yeah.
Well,
No one ever really died.
I saw
Shout
a
out to
corpse. So
Even when there's a corpse, they'll clone.
I know,
Yeah.
but
He's
still
not
seeing
dead.
it's not fun.
Ah, he's fine.
Yeah, I'm
Kinda
sure
still be
in
good
another
with
timeline or
Rub some dirt
whatever.
in
No,
it.
not another timeline. He's not dead in that timeline.
Yeah, he's not dead, yo.
Well, I'm interested in seeing how they make that work. Was looking for Halle Berry. I was waiting for Halle Berry to come through at some point.
God, I'm glad that didn't happen.
Come out my sky, electrocute Toad.
The worst.
No, we ain't get it.
Yeah, no storm.
No storm.
The more I watch the old X-Men episodes before the new X-Men 97, because I'm watching them all before I watch it, the more I understand how they disrespected the character Storm in the X-Men movies. Because in the old show, she was just like, I summoned the winds. And she was just beating people
Whoops,
up left and
everybody's
right.
ass. Yeah.
He was a leader.
And if she doesn't have
Yeah.
power, she'll still beat the shit out of you.
Yeah,
He was
she was
a
just
leader.
that bitch.
But
She's an
then-
Omega level for a reason.
Omega, for real.
But you would not know that from the movies.
I don't
Like
remember,
you didn't even really get like a sense of respect from her. Like there's a sense of reverence for
Listen, in that
Storm
last
in the
X-Men
cartoon.
movie, Storm, the goddess of weather, had a hard time with a nigga who could control his hair. What the fuck is that?
Seriously, no reverence for her.
X2
The
was
rest
great.
of it,
I like
X2.
X2.
There was once a comic storyline about Storm where somebody controlled her powers, and she actually made the weather of the whole entire world go cold, and she was about to freeze the earth, everybody to death if they didn't stop her.
see, it's stuff like that that makes me think that mutant, while they take it too far, the people that are like, we need to check mutants, you do. You
100%.
do.
I mean,
Fuck
you saw
around
how
and shift the axis
Magneto
of the planet.
jacked the entire council. Talking about don't make me let you down.
Like, hey, maybe we need to pass some laws, guys. Because this is bad.
They passed the law just for Magneto.
The bag disaccords.
Can you imagine if Storm had went to his side instead of Mystique?
Oh, Mystique.
Shit, like if
it would've
Storm
been
was his number 2,
It would have been different.
it would have been over.
I want to bring up that Juggernaut continues to get disrespected in movies. You can't cut Juggernaut's head off. That's not Gemicidirect. You can't even hurt him.
I'm not really sure what his power set is to know what you can and can't do.
Let me look at
He's
it.
basically
He's
invincible.
He-
But also, his helmet is that big in the universe that they used. So, makes sense. And it never said he was the Gemicidirect. He said he was a mutant. Different.
Oh yeah, he is not a mutant at all.
That's it.
He is a magical being.
He's a magical being.
Yes, he got his powers from
Yeah.
the Satoric. There's a Satoric demon that created a crystal that if you use it, you get his powers.
You're the Juggernaut. You literally, it creates a force field where you can't get hurt. The most you can do to Juggernaut, remember in the cartoon, they punched him into the ocean. And he walked back out.
Yeah, because he can sustain him. He can sustain
Yeah,
underwater because of the power.
So,
of the Satoric.
Hope that he'll
Basically,
forget he's attacking you.
He got Gojo's infinity ability. Where
Say
you
it
can't
again.
touch him. Gojo.
Kinda.
Infinity.
They say, I remember hearing that there's like there's a force field around him. I don't know.
Yeah,
Kenny is
with
the guy.
Gojo, it's
So he's like
essentially
MC Hammer.
infinity. You can't.
Exactly.
No, you
Gojo.
can touch him,
Exactly.
but it's not going to hurt him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
same
best
with
you can do
Gojo.
with
Like,
Juggernaut, what did the
he get
Hulk,
stabbed at one time.
if he starts running, you can't stop him, which is, what Deadpool 2 fucked up. Hulk smacked him on the back so that he ran faster, and then he couldn't stop himself. And that's how you got to beat Juggernaut. You can't cut his head off. It's not a thing.
Sorry, this
And you
universe
can't
said
cut
it
his feet
good.
off either.
What'd you
Sorry,
say?
this universe said it good.
Kenny? Apparently.
Yeah, he ain't got
Also,
plot
he's a
armor.
mutant. You can shove a cable up his butt. In the movies, he's very fallible.
I mean, Deadpool likes his butt play.
Seems that way. DJ Alokari, what are your Deadpool thoughts?
I enjoy the shit. I have fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Of course the cameos. I was all about it. You know what I'm saying?
I really thought they got me.
Yeah.
He jumped down and I was like, oh, it is Captain
I was like,
America.
man,
Oh.
I knew that. I knew that.
I was completely caught
I knew
off
that
guard.
right off the bat because I was.
Like, why
I
is
was.
Captain America so skinny? Oh.
Yeah, no.
'cause
Me
he's
and Mo were
not.
there seeing it, and he was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Nah, nigga, that ain't-
I'm like, why was he here?
I know what this shit is." And as soon as he said flame, I was like, "Yes, my nigga!" I was so happy, bro. That shit got me off guard. I loved it.
Did that actor ever play Mr. Flame One guy? Ever?
Yeah, that was his first role.
First role
In
in
those
Marvel.
terrible Fantastic
He
Four
was in the
movies.
original Fantastic Four series, so yeah, I knew right off the bat that he was gonna be playing Johnny.
And I feel like
that
that's closer to his personality.
I mean, that's
Chris Evans.
during the time they picked him because he was doing all those teen movies. So it was
Yeah,
like,
no, but I mean,
he
like-
was he had just did like Not Another Teen Movie and a bunch of other shit. So it was like he was the guy
That's his bag.
during that time. So
Yeah,
it was
but
perfect casting for the time. But like all
But
the rest of the
even
cast, I don't know about.
By his account, he doesn't really resonate with Steve Rogers. Like he feels like he's too much of a
I
goody
mean,
two
who
shoes.
does?
Yeah, Steve Rogers is a caricature of American values.
Johnny
and shit.
Storm.
Language.
Come on.
But yeah, no, it was funny to see him back with the role, as well as shit, the cat's out of the bag, shit. Well, Blade, fuck, that shit was great.
Hey.
That
I like
was-
how they were like, I'm the only Blade, and then looked
Right.
at the
He
camera.
just looked at the camera.
He might still be the only Blade.
I mean, he might be, y'all. You know
Right,
what I'm
the way
saying?
He might still be the only Blade.
Damn.
The
y'all.
way you interpret that look to camera can either mean like he don't know we got another one, or what the fuck y'all doing over there, Marvel? Is he the only?
Yeah,
It's
nah,
never gonna happen.
it's ridiculous what they've
Never
done with
gonna happen.
Mahershala Ali in this new Blade movie. It's just-
That nigga
fucking
is 90 years old.
yeah, man, he's
Until
gonna
you're
age out of
90.
this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's about to be the same age that Wesley Snipes was in the last Blade movie. So it's like, come on, man, like y'all done lost. Yeah, whatever.
Nah, man,
it
they
was
gotta
great
get my
to
guy
see him.
Franklin from Snowfall. That was a joke. That would probably be that.
But no, it was great to see Blade back in the role. That was the one that got me because like I heard that it was rumors, but I was like, are they actually gonna pull this shit off? And so when he showed up, man, I was pleasantly surprised. And I popped like a 5-year-old, man. I was like, oh,
So
he's
happy
here.
to see him, too.
Oh,
Yep.
shit.
I agree with
Yeah,
you.
I went ham in the
The
theater,
bootleg
man.
that I watched, I made the mistake of scrolling down and looking at the comments because I wanted to see if it was gonna work. Somebody was like, I was surprised to see Blade, and I was like, I really hope that I didn't.
Yeah, nah, man.
Popped
That's,
up.
Never read the comments of anything with a
yeah, nah, I stayed off that shit. And like, also Wesley ass could not wait to tell the world, man. My goodness. Like as soon as I got out of the theater, he was like, I was like, damn, y'all, come on, man. So I'm glad I went to go see the movie when I did. Like I went like at 10:30 on Thursday night to see the shit, just so I can like avoid the fucking internet. But yeah, man, that cameo was really good. Elektra, they did a little service to her.
It took a second with the lecture for me because I forgot all about it.
Nah, I didn't. I was just wondering if they was gonna bring in fucking Ben Affleck, but you know they did at least mention him. And like I love the Channing Tatum line about him. He said, or some universes have just never been seen.
Maybe I was born here. I
It
don't
was like,
know.
like damn. But man, was he spot on, man? That shit was hilarious, and I'm glad they gave him like the fight scenes.
It was good.
That they gave him. I thought it was all really good. They you know, and
Somebody
man, like,
clearly watched or played Marvel vs. Capcom.
Hell yeah.
And I was so thankful.
The
fucking
kinetic card.
fire,
Yeah.
man.
Kinetic
I
card.
loved it, man. Yeah, and even them bringing back X-23. But the chef's kiss, man. The fucking chef's kiss. Putting on that fucking mask. Ugh.
Oh yeah, I thought it looked weird.
I
I've
don't
always
give-
thought
nah.
the Wolverine's mask would look weird, and
I'm
they
with it.
confirmed it.
It looked perfect to me.
I was with it.
With the
It was
sleeves
Oh
missing.
my god.
Like a glove.
I
No
fucking loved it.
sleeves with the mask.
I fucking loved it.
No shirt with the mask.
Bruh.
That's good too.
It was just like, why didn't we do? Why couldn't we have had this already?
Exactly.
movies?
I
With
agree.
the
Why
blue
could not we
eyes.
have
What
had
about
the
the
mask?
shit?
We needed it.
They had everybody
Jesus.
looking like bikers. Like they wouldn't have pulled off that mask.
Damn, they would. But yeah, that shit.
Everybody was so far up the Matrix's ass.
The
Man.
Oh,
X-Men
yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
It
everyone
wasn't
wanted to
even
be
a
in the
comic book.
Everyone wanted to be in the
That's
comics.
why you never have studio execs try to give you advice.
Yeah, man. But that shit looked fucking fantastic. You know, I wish he would have kept, like, if he would have kept the mask on the whole fucking time, I wouldn't mind. But yeah, dog, it was great. I think they did a good job of, like, you know, of course they shit on the legacy of Logan. That was funny as shit. It was a lot of stuff going on. But I mean,
tied
for
the man's
Jeez.
Claws on the
These are
knees.
really hard to use.
Jesus, man.
Oh, that's
But yeah, man. For me, it was just a fun romp. The story was goofy, like, you know what I mean.
And yet,
Even this ties in
I
with
say,
like.
if I thought about it too long, I could point out many a plot hole. I won't.
That's
It
why
was
it's
a bunch of plot
Pain
holes,
to
man,
me.
and I was just like,
I'm
well, I was
okay
like,
with the
fuck
plot
it, I'm
hole.
here. Like,
Yeah.
I know what I'm signing up. So like, it's a difference when you're coming into one of these movies and you know what you're in store for versus coming to something opposed to like Multiverse of Madness, where it's supposed to be serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is supposed to be the beginning of this new cycle of movies that you're coming into. And you have to like set precedents.
I
with this
still
shit. Like,
love
this
that
shit
movie.
masked. Like, it's supposed to
9
matter.
out of 10.
shit. I mean, that, you know, if it worked for you, it worked for you. You know,
I didn't dislike it. I thought
I
it was
mean,
good.
I
I
love
fell
Dark
asleep.
It was Marvel's first horror film without an R rating, and it worked for me.
Definitely had a
I wanted
quirk
more of
with
the
that.
horror, actually.
I wasn't. It wasn't about the horror for me. It was more of like I felt that
It didn't get
these movies did
multiverse.
not connect in the way that I thought it should have connected with
man.
WandaVision.
Yeah, that was post one.
Like
well,
you're telling us that this is what the arc of this character was supposed to be, and then she gets reduced down to just this, you know. I thought they could have did better, and then it, you know, so it was like for me, that's what when I thought it was gonna go a more serious route, and I felt like it didn't. I felt like I know what I was in store for with Deadpool versus Wolverine, and I got what I figured it was gonna be
for sure.
And and for me, it was a little bit more considering like what the cameos they were able to pull off for this particular one, and I don't think it was no harm, no foul. I think they did a good job honoring the Fox movies, and also finally being able to see Marvel poke fun at themselves. Now we'll see what the fuck they do with Robert Downey Jr. being, you know.
I don't like it. I don't want it.
There's a cameo none of us mentioned.
Which one?
Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was a throwaway cameo.
It really was.
I mean, but
like,
it was
okay,
just
he's
like
hot.
Channing Tatum. It was there was that rumor that Henry Cavill was gonna play Wolverine, so it was like, I don't know, throw it in there.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, he's hot.
Somebody online said they keep using Cavill for his body and throwing him away.
Yep.
Yeah.
like you better over
Big and
here.
rip. Yeah.
Pretty fucking much. But yeah, quickly talking about this, you know, the announcements right now with Robert Downey Jr.
Hold on, wait. Before you do that.
Let it out.
All right.
Oh, cool.
Go for it.
Yeah, quickly talking about this. Initially, I'm not a fan of it. Like,
I'm not a fan of it.
I'm not a fan of it at all.
I was really looking forward to a new character. I don't want to see
You mean
another
actor?
character.
Yeah, I don't think this is the way that people want to see Robert Downey Jr. come back into the MCU. Like it's almost like we kind of give you what you want, but not really. So I don't know.
Hey, get
man.
that guy that we paid before.
The only reason I'm not worried that this could be a swerve is because it's all been already established that there are multiple characters from multiple worlds.
Yeah,
And that Doomsday could possibly be one that is like, is there to fuck you up? But he's probably not the real Doomsday for whatever universe we're getting.
For sure.
Yeah,
Because the notes, they didn't actually connect him to Fantastic Four, which is where Dr. Doom is kind of always done this thing.
I'm
Which
very
is why I have hope.
Yeah, I get that.
Wait, Jimmy, what's your very opinionated?
I feel as if even though they've made Fantastic Four movies with Dr. Doom, Dr. Doom has not been in any of them. Unless you are a ruler of a small European country named Latveria, a genius who does magic, who built a time machine, who was in love with Sue Storm, you are not Dr. Doom. There was just children Doom. There's Dooms that went up into space with the Fantastic Four, and they called them Doom.
I was mad at that.
There's a Doom that went to another dimension and lived there for a while, and they called him Dr. Doom. None of those were Dr. Doom.
I mean,
they were just new characters that they gave the title of Dr. Doom, and because they had the authority to tell you he was Dr. Doom, they did. But that wasn't Dr. Doom.
They're doing
so
it again.
I hope they actually make a real Dr. Doom this time. I hope this time I actually see who wears the mask just to cover the raw flesh.
Well,
yeah, and that's how I kind of feel about this one. Is like, I don't. It was cool to see John Krasinski show up as, you know, Reed Richards for a second. This kind of feels like it's kind of similar to the same thing for what they're trying to do as well too, but I don't know. It feels like they're just trying to get a nostalgia pop and then switching things up for the sake of just like switching it up. And it's like, nah, man, like we want you to make better stories. We want you to just like stay the fucking course, man. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's cool, I guess, but like
I think in the minority of that, because I feel the same way you do. I want a new story, but like, you know, Marvel wants the pops and the cameos, which is why you got RDJ.
They want
Yeah,
money.
it's the reason why like Deadpool versus Wolverine worked for me personally is because it was like, again, I knew what I was getting myself into. It's a Deadpool movie, like fine, whatever, but not for the main fucking stories, bro. You know what I mean? Like, look, why are we wasting a pop for a character we've never seen before in the MCU, which is Doctor Doom, on Robert Downey Jr., man? Like, you were already calling an Avengers movie Doomsday, and it's going to be with Robert Downey Jr.
We used to be
Kang Dynasty.
Oh, yeah.
That was
We used to be
so good.
Like, and out of all the
So
different Kang variants, man, you can't just find another motherfucker to play Kang.
Exactly.
What are we doing, y'all?
Has there
Like,
been-
like, what the fuck are we
can
doing?
We was
Give us
Kang
another
for a
Kang.
brief moment in time.
Loki
Like-
season 2 made it so that we had to see Kang Dynasty.
Like, what the fuck, man? Like,
They ended the
I
story
don't.
right there.
I'm not. It's like
I don't think anybody's ever shat the bed as hard as Jonathan Majors did.
Yeah, man. What the fuck,
That man
dude? Like,
fucked up.
I wanted to see Loki fight Kang Prime, the strongest Kang. That would have been
whatever.
great.
Find another nigga to play fucking Kang. Let's keep shit
Yeah.
rolling. Like,
That's
I don't.
right.
I don't want
Sorry,
Robert
no
Downey Jr.
Kang
back
or
for this.
Doomsday.
I don't want Robert Downey Jr. back for this.
They say
You know
all
what I
black
mean?
people look alike.
Maybe he is playing Kane. Cause you know what I'm saying, he plays a dude that's living a dude that got that.
None of
Tropical.
this. None
I
of
like
this.
that. Good reference.
But anyway,
Drop
nah,
that
man,
letter.
I'm not a fan of it. You know, I understand the pop, like in the pop working, y'all. Like, it's a good majority of people that are like, yeah. But I'm like, hire a fucking great actor to play Doom, and let's get this shit.
Also,
this
you
shit
can have
rolling,
Lobo.
Lobo's been there. He's been in every Marvel movie already.
Damn,
Yeah,
dog. Like,
Also,
Kang.
Robert
Yeah,
Downey
place T'Challa, too.
longer than,
yes, please, I agree with both.
John
But
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. I think it's
Steve, say that again.
He has a ratchet longer than Jonathan Majors.
This is true.
you talking about Robert Downey?
RDJ ended up
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
what, naked in somebody's swimming pool?
Yeah, man. Like,
Bro
what
was
we
doing blow on the set of that Wall Street movie.
Yeah. What the
It's
fuck?
an 80s thing.
Like, you got people who've actually been convicted of shit. Like, for real. This motherfucker has a misdemeanor. Like, come on, y'all. Like,
Did you
there's-
see the video of Michael Ealy greeting
Yes.
what's his girl's name?
Oh, yeah.
Picked her up off the ground, did not look at Jonathan Majors. Jonathan was just like,
I mean, to be fair, that video could have started after he greeted him first.
Yeah, he did. Like, it is confirmed that he greeted Jonathan
Did
Majors
he?
first. Yeah, he did.
good.
But yeah,
Always the
it's
internet started.
yeah, whatever.
Always the internet started.
But anyway, man, that movie, I'm not excited about it. It makes things way too more like if you have to explain it this hard in order for the people to understand this story, then it just doesn't. You know
Listen,
what I mean?
the MCU just doesn't want to recast black folks.
Apparently not.
It seems
Yes,
like.
they do. They recast Iron Man. I mean, Iron Man War Machine.
War Machine,
Yeah.
they did.
Oh, yeah.
Because that
They
nigga
were
wanted
willing
more
to-
money.
Howard was
They
War
were willing to
Machine.
do it way
That
back in
nigga
the
needed
beginning.
more money, so we said no.
Way back in the beginning.
So there you
They
go.
were like, that's
They
the
don't
last time. Y'all
spending-
get one re-roll.
They don't like spending extra for black
Done.
people. That's
Nah, that's bullshit.
spending extra money.
They ain't
Jonathan Majors is responsible for ruining the greatest MCU story that was ever gonna be told.
No, it was
by
the
beating
it's the fucking
his
writing.
girlfriend.
It's the fucking writing, and they found an scapegoat, so they took it. So the shit wasn't working because they had fucked up them stories, and now they using Jonathan Majors as a way to quickly pivot. And how do we do that? Let's just hire Robert Downey Jr. again. Like, okay, guys, that's gonna fix it all. Great. But if the
It's
story
not.
sucks ass,
We was Kang.
if the story gonna suck ass, then you ain't gonna do nothing. So whatever.
No Black Panther, no Kang.
Yeah. Well,
But Iron Man again.
good. We get more
Here you
Iron
go.
Man.
He swore that he never play Iron Man again.
Actors
and that
be
he
lying.
wanted
If they
to
was
play
gonna
other
find a
guys.
variant of Kang or Iron Man or something like that, they could have. Man, come on, dog. It's a missed opportunity right there. Shit, get my boy Terrence Howard in there. Come on now.
He's a scientist now.
It's like I'm here to cut. Oh, see? Perfect.
He coulda
Get
came
my
in
nigga
with all that
Terrence Howard
science.
in there, son. You want to give me a pop? Tell me.
See,
that
2
Terrence
times
Howard
2.
is playing Doom. I would be all for it. Ain't you like think about it? Like the show off between him and Rhodey. Come on, man.
Listen, nothing better than not
That'd be
happen to
great.
Don Cheadle out in the streets because they not recasting that.
They really
better not
have
happen.
Robert Downey be Kang.
There it is.
I'm just saying, man. Get my boy Terrence Howard in there, man.
Yeah, he could have been Kane.
Yeah, man. Could have been Kane, dog.
Honestly, yes, Steve. Robert Downey Jr. would have made total sense for Kane.
Yeah, that's why that would have made more sense than
Because young Tony Stark
that would have
is Kane in the universe.
Motherfuckers would have been mad.
I'm just saying.
That would have
I'm
worked
just
terrible.
saying though, like
They were
that
casting him
makes
with a
way
white
more
man?
sense. That makes way more sense than you having them being Doctor Doom. But okay, all right. Somebody saw a comic book cover and was like, "Ooh, okay, let's do that."
It's like, can't you why the black nigga is like a dark type of teal?
Hey, but he was Jonathan Majors. You can't just put this in front of us. You can't put this in front of us and turn it to this. It's not.
Yes, you can. It's movies.
There would have been motherfuckers picketing outside.
It was
always
if
motherfuckers
we're
picking it
talking about
outside.
that Kane could
There's
there's so many
always
different
niggas
Kanes.
picking it outside.
Hey.
If it's so many different Kanes and he changes his form, I would further believe that he will put his face on top of Tony Stark over anybody else.
Yeah. We was kings.
He was Kangs. I'm with you.
Kings.
I'm not with it. I don't like that idea.
No.
It sounds
I mean, who knows?
desperate.
Maybe they'll turn it around. Also,
But say,
regardless, I'm
we-
a
we-
It's gonna make $1 billion. It's
Well,
gonna
it's
easily make $1 billion. Like let's not act like it ain't gonna
It
make
ain't
the
gonna
money.
make 1 red cent for me. I'm a bootleg that
Which
shit.
Yeah,
one
I mean,
you talking
it's
about?
got-
Gonna make $1 billion?
It's like this.
Whenever
this,
Robert Dooney plays Dr. Doom.
Oh, Avengers
Yeah,
Doomsday.
it's gonna make $1 billion. It's gonna.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 years out, too.
It
Like,
better
every
deserve
year
$1
they
billion.
change. So.
Only
It
two.
don't matter.
Well,
Yeah, it's 2026, they said.
This is why
We'll see.
saw.
They gonna put out a what if to explain how he's Doom,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna have the movie. There you go.
Good times. Good times. Ash, you got anything you're blurting out about?
Oh, I ain't say well, I'm blurred out.
What? That wasn't the blurt out?
I mean, kind of. You asked me how I felt about the movie. I ain't say what I was blurred out about though.
I hit the button.
You hit the button.
Oh, wait, did I hit the
Yeah,
button?
yeah,
on
you
Steam?
You did. You said wait. And then you hit the button.
didn't.
Yeah, you hit the button for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
You didn't do it on Steve. Like we essentially just went round robin about who saw
Yeah.
You didn't
Demon.
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve doesn't care, and then we just
Not
had
enough.
to cycle back with starting Blurred Outs with Eldon.
On that note, what you got, Ash?
I went and saw the Missy Elliott concert in Atlanta yesterday
Listen,
Now,
Ashley will go anywhere but this studio.
because we filmed on a Sunday.
Everywhere.
Y'all
else.
know.
Atlanta, DC, Puerto Rico, all of
Mexico.
No, Puerto Vallarta.
Puerto
Oh.
Vallarta, like, but not the studio.
No, because we film on a Sunday, we run late, and I have work in the morning. Now, as I have said, if we are all here on Labor Day weekend, I will come to the office Sunday because I have Monday off, and we can
Y'all want to
go.
make bets about it?
yeah, we made it.
Everybody bet me $5.
It's not fair to bet you.
Mike
Wait
put
a
a dollar.
minute.
Mike is putting a dollar
I'll
on
bet
it.
you.
I'll only bet if Mike put a dollar on it. That's why
I'll put
I
a dollar on.
Me not coming? That's what you betting
I'll
on?
put $1 if she'll show up.
I mean, I believe she's gonna show up. I have work tomorrow too, so I
See?
I appreciate it.
I
Jimmy.
understand.
Let's say I get it. That's also
And
why
I don't
I'm
drive.
every morning.
And you
Like,
know-
Yeah.
I will fight tooth and nail to use rideshare. In fact,
You
I
got a
took.
coupon?
Actually, I
Not a joke.
generally do sometimes get coupons for Lyft, and I do get points back towards Hilton Honors when I do use Lyft. But
No, yeah, Lyft gives you coupons all the time. I love that.
yeah, but
I
it's
need to
random.
go for Lyft.
Now it's either $30 for a Lyft or $250 on the train. What you think I'm
Well,
gonna
$250
pick?
on the train, and there's a bus.
Right.
The train
It's
goes
just long. There's a lot of shit I
train
gotta do to get my mind right for Monday. So
Mhm.
better if I can do it on a holiday. Anyway, all that being said, I did indeed fly out first thing. Second flight out of Chicago to Atlanta.
What time was the second flight? 9?
8:30.
8:30.
Yeah, first flight was 6. Shout outs to Chicago Midway. Fuck you. Y'all almost made me
Shout
miss
out
my
to-
flight because of their random ass security checks.
Oh.
So today or Saturday, they decided this was the day they were going to bring out the fucking bomb dogs. So that slowed down security because the dogs had to sniff you and shit.
What time did you get there?
I got there at 6:30.
What time was your flight?
Boarding was at 7:30.
Girl, that's your own fault. You gotta get to the
I know.
gotta get 4 hours.
You gotta get 4 hours.
Listen.
Wow.
I'm very much a proponent of getting to the airport 2 hours before your flight.
Now this time.
I don't know what happened to that particular day. I was out the door by 5:30, and by my calculations, that should have had me.
Was it just traffic?
I don't know. I think
Traffic
I
out
was
the
off
whole
by a
area.
couple minutes, like whether the red line was delayed by a couple minutes.
Oh, because you took
Or-
the train. Okay.
Yeah, because it's more convenient.
Jesus.
But I just need to readjust being at the airport by 2 o'clock or in 2 hours to being at my gate. Because that is significantly different, and there's no way of telling what the fuck's going to be going on with security any particular day.
That's a fact.
At the point when I got to showing the TSA dude my ID, it was 7 o'clock.
He was late.
I still would have been at my gate in time because I was in like the third boarding group. So I would have had the time. But this was the day. They decided they wanted boarding pass and ID.
Oh, I mean that's a normal thing.
No, it's
Remember that
not.
episode of Boondocks? They
No,
said
it's
boarding
not.
pass and ID.
No, it is not.
I saw the Boondocks
Sometimes,
episode. That make it real.
sometimes they will ask for your ID and say they don't need to see your boarding pass. I don't know
I've never
why
had
they
I've never had
decide.
that.
Me either.
I've had that happen.
I'm not saying it.
When I went to
it's never happened.
BlurdCon, they didn't
Never
ask
had
me
it.
that at O'Hare, or they didn't ask me at the Virginia
Yeah, it varies.
airport.
Yeah.
So,
It varies by airport.
Just like
and
sometimes
it-
you got to take your shoes off, and sometimes you don't.
Yeah,
Just-
that was
just
another
ID.
thing. So again, I'm at the TSA. This is one of the days where they decided they want ID and boarding pass, and I had a digital pass that was not loading. The one time I did not previously screenshot my barcode in the app won't load. So then I had to go get a printed one
Yeah.
and had to get back to the end of the line. So now I'm at the end of the security line as my flight is boarding. I get back to the beginning after having to go through the fucking dog sniffing twice just because shits and giggles. Got jokes. Get to the TSA dude, and at this point it's 7:45. I am taking my stuff off. I only have the stuff on my back in a small satchel bag. I'm taking my shoes off. I'm taking my hat off. I'm taking my keys out of my pocket. Only for there to be no bins. And they talk about
Yeah, no bins.
they didn't
Put
have
them
no
on the
bins. But they said no bins. Just put your stuff on the conveyor belt. I'm like, nigga, I have keys in my phone.
Yeah.
No, just put it in your hat and you keep your shoes on. Nigga, I already took my shoes off and these are hard to get back on.
Do you gotta be a nigga though?
I ain't call him a nigga, but like in my head, I'm like, bro. He's like, we were saying it. I'm like, clearly not loud enough. Anyway, finally get to security. It is 7:55. My gate is the last fucking gate
At all.
in Midway.
Did you fly
I couldn't-
United?
No, Southwest. You know, I always fly Southwest. I couldn't even run. I was like, look, fuck it. At this point, either I make it or I
So you
don't.
didn't decide not to run?
I
You
tried.
didn't want to do the
I-
OJ
listen,
Simpson through the airport?
listen. If you know how Midway is laid out, I got out of security. I ran past the Dunkin' and stopped before you got to the moving walkway because I was out of breath and dehydrated. I couldn't do
Because you
it.
gotta drink more water.
I do, but it was like 5 in
Oh, like
like
goddamn
5 in the
it.
morning. It was 5 in the morning. I literally just got up and got out the house. But Lord willing, after his giggles, he got me on that plane.
There you go.
Got to Atlanta. Got to hang out with one of my friends out there. Saw Deadpool with him. And then went and saw Missy Elliott later that night. It was great. A bunch of young millennials to like whatever category you are when you're in your 50s. There was just a bunch of aunties and uncles, black and white. Great time, great production. I got a Bluetooth speaker because I got VIP.
Hey.
Best gift I've ever gotten with a VIP gift, honestly.
Nice.
Janelle Monáe, I love you, but all I got was like a sleeping mask and a clear shopping bag.
You can't even keep a sleep mask. You're gonna dispose of it. That's not a keepsake.
Yes, it is.
Of sleeping mask? Oh,
Yeah, like
the
your
sleeping mask,
eyes.
not the. Okay, I was thinking.
Yeah, it's like for your eyes. So yeah, sleeping mask and a clear reusable bag. But it's really tiny, so I can't even use it for grocery shopping.
That's funny.
It's just a novelty. But yeah, I got a particular poster and the Bluetooth speaker. So that was really cool. Now I just gotta get a frame. So yeah. So to not deal with the bullshit of security,
Shame, really.
I hopped my ass on the MARTA, went to the airport, and was there 6 hours early.
There you go.
Just hung
Bring
on
a
the
book.
gate. Well, I was traveling light. I didn't have enough space for a book, so I was just watching stuff on YouTube.
Gotcha.
So, all's well that ends well. And now I only have 2 more concerts so far this year. I've seen the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse. Is it Across or Into?
Across?
What's the second one?
Into the.
Into.
Oh, you're not talking about the next movie. You're talking about.
No, they're doing an orchestra re-showing of Into the Spider-Verse.
They're gonna be like.
Yeah, so they'll have an orchestra and a turntable.
Nice.
So that is in September, and then literally the following weekend I'm seeing Anderson .Paak.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And then I should be done with concerts.
Which you did not invite me to. You don't never
Damn.
I make
I'm just
it.
kidding. She totally be invited me to.
I invite you. I post when I buy my ticket. Like niggas know I'm gonna be
I
out.
was just playing, Ashley. Dang.
I take offense to people thinking I don't tell them shit.
No.
I'm always trying to put y'all on.
It's okay. Steve's the
Speaking
one that doesn't
of-
tell people shit.
Speaking of,
Well,
I don't know if
well,
y'all saw in the chat.
I was talking about how you don't tell people shit when you go into concerts. Or he
Yeah,
just
he
doesn't
just
tell
did.
me. I don't know. Maybe he tells everybody.
Also, it's just to wrap up my blurt out as a put y'all niggas on. Jizza will be performing tomorrow.
That's cool.
If y'all want to go, it should be free. I think
Free where?
In Chicago?
in Chicago.
Where?
Millennium Park, I believe.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, I put it in the chat. I'll put it in the StreamYard chat too. But yeah, Jizza and Yaya Bay at J. Pritzker Pavilion.
I graduated from there.
Oh,
Yeah. Or that's where the graduation was. I might go see Jizza. I posted
free.
a
Might
Jizza
as well.
reference today on my Facebook page.
yeah.
If
Tomorrow,
I'm definitely going.
tomorrow 6:30.
Oh, I'm definitely going.
It might rain tomorrow, so
That's some bullshit.
bring an umbrella or something.
Rain or rain.
Because you can't stand under mine. Hi-oh. Steve. Oh, thank you actually for that play.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I didn't really do much this week. I didn't blurt out. I kind of supported the internet because of Deadpool. I knew I wasn't going to watch it.
Oh, they'll ruin it immediately. It's like spoilers come faster every year.
Yeah,
The day before shit come out.
Dude, come on. Like, how did you?
The
how did
reviewers
you
can't wait.
Yeah. Honestly, there's nothing to blurt out about right now.
No? Ain't buy a new vinyl?
No,
See a celebrity?
I didn't. Didn't do shit.
No fun stories to tell?
Nah, I really didn't do anything.
Okay. Well, I like your hat.
Yeah. Thank you, appreciate it.
For sure.
I co-sign on that nice hat.
There it is. Well, thank you, Steve. I hope this week is... Wait, is it okay that nothing happened this week? Like, is that...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he did a lot last week.
What I was going to say is I hope this week is more exciting, but if you don't want this week to be more exciting, then, I hope this is a chill week for you.
Yeah.
For sure. Kenny.
I saw Long Leg.
Oh, how was that?
Thoughts?
Every
I
time
heard
you start
bad
reviewing.
reviews. I heard
I
good
loved it.
reviews, then I heard bad reviews. I don't know.
Well, the thing is that you can't go into it looking at it like it's going to be a horror movie. Like it's going to be blood and guts.
Is it more like a thriller?
Yeah, it's more
It's
like
painful.
if you saw it's Twin Peaks meets Silence of the Lambs. So lots of eerie environmental music, lots of like quirky characters, including Nicolas Cage's long legs himself. There's a twist, but the twist is actually good. But it's also kind of there if you're paying attention. I don't want to give too much away about the movie because I've honestly it's really good in my opinion, and not because the greatest actor in the world, Sir Nicolas Cage, is in it, but mostly because it's well written, it's a good story. I like how it's shot. It's eerie. Also, Blair Underwood is in it, and Bro is amazing as well in there.
That's not
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yo, listen, Blair Underwood was really good in his role as an FBI agent. He's a partner of the lady. I think her name is Miska something. I can't remember her name. But she was also really good as the main character. Nick Cage's character is so good. It's so creepy, but like also funny. Like I can't.
Intentionally funny or like Nicolas Cage funny?
No, like the character, like this creepy, funny dude who's just like you're supposed to be terrified of him and like I wouldn't say like Hannibal. He's not Hannibal Lecter in any way, shape, or form, which is good. But like he's a character that you will remember for just how they act and their mannerisms, and just kind of like the supernatural kind of like energy that the character's supposed to imbibe, and it's absolutely there. Once again, just a movie that knows what it's doing in terms of like just being weird. Like there are times where I was just like, what the fuck is going on? But not like in a I can't stand this movie or but it's more like I can't look away. Like it just kept going, and then once you get to the third act, it just goes up another level because it goes off in the like direction you kind of didn't see coming. And it's just
How
like,
long was the movie?
How long was that? Maybe
2.5.
not 2 hours.
Okay. From the hand sign, I'm seeing 5 minutes.
If you worked fifth shift anywhere, you've met long legs. Third shift overnight.
So I haven't worked
You've
in
met
a
a
bar,
version of
so
long legs.
Met a bunch of long legs.
But I would say maybe it clocked in under like 2 hours. It wasn't long. It wasn't crazy long. 80, like hour 45.
Okay.
Like when it's done, it's done.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't like it. Yo, that's the thing. Like it kind of leaves it open for interpretation that there could be more. But what happens throughout? What happens in the third act is kind of like, oh shit, like this is it. So I definitely recommend it.
Okay.
8 out of 10.
Nice.
Go see Long Legs. Also watched Boy Kills the World.
Oh yeah.
Fight scenes off the chain. I'm still not a Bill Skarsgård fan, but like he didn't talk in it.
Bill Skarsgård fan?
I don't know, but maybe because like it's just another white guy who's skinny and they're like, look at this guy.
He got all ripped though.
Whatever. You can like anybody can get ripped.
I don't know, man.
But-
That's just tough.
Mike, you can get ripped.
That easy.
We can all get ripped if we really wanted to. They put us on a Hollywood diet plan. We'd all be out here with like 9 abs.
But would there be Hollywood drugs around? Because that might mess it up for me.
Well, probably not. Because Hollywood's got that insurance money, so they don't want our shit to go to waste. So you got like a bodyguard watching your ass like a hawk. Like, put that coke down.
Take your ass home. We got to work out at 7.
Yeah. But the fight, you know what? The fight scenes were really good. Definitely had that like John Wick vibe of action scenes. Where it's just like people are shooting, but they just keep missing. But everybody keeps fighting.
I mean, you know, that's just action movies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
For some
I guess
reason,
it's
none
become
of
far
them
more
are
pronounced
pronounced
now.
Yeah.
Like it's far more pronounced now. But it didn't take away from like the fights themselves or the choreography. Like it was just a really fun movie. There was a plot twist and the third act of this one too, that I was just like, usually I'd be like, come on. But they actually do a really good job of setting it up and writing it. So it actually was like, oh, okay, this is pretty decent.
I thought the characters were falling in love, but they didn't.
No, that was the thing. I kind of figured, like Steve, I kind of figured that like his sister wasn't dead from jump because the lady, because like whenever they showed his cutscene,
Y'all always come for me.
I was about to say, Ash kept quiet about a lot of stuff.
So listen, me and
Ripping
Steve
the
don't even
band
talk
aid.
enough. So I'm talking to Steve.
Nigga, y'all talk every Sunday.
And
Anyway,
before I even start
I can't-
talking, y'all.
I can't. I was about to say, I can't yell at Ash about spoiling stuff while y'all are just
this
like, out in the
movie is
open.
like a year and a half old.
It is not.
So it's
Few
still
months old.
new.
Anyway,
That movie's
Steve.
still in the theater.
Anyway, Steve.
How you gonna anyway, Steve, over the host? I invited y'all niggas
They
here.
better not kiss. And I was like, wait, no. I know who you are. You're like that. That's like the way his imaginary
We
friend
could be
was
having
talking
this
about it.
conversation on Instagram. in direct messages.
But the way the character talks to like, because he has like, so the main character has two people talking in his head. He has H. John Benjamin, but he also has like it's basically his sister. But his imaginary friend who's talking to him in his head, and she kind of gives it away. It's not like it's hard to figure out. It's like, oh,
This movie is not a reinventing the wheel or anything.
no, not at all. The only thing that was disappointing were the Vanderkoys. Like they're supposed to be this totalitarian like leader of a regime, but they all really suck except the one who's in charge of the communications. She's actually the most homicidal, which was hilarious.
Got a communications degree.
Yeah, hey, I have one, but I'm not homicidal. I just have depression, so I guess
One
it
bad
works.
day.
I'm just gonna cry in a puddle like hide under the covers. I'm not gonna shoot nobody with like a big ass Tommy gun.
The most interesting part of that was in a puddle. Like, you'll go find one.
Yes.
Be like, all right, this is a good place.
Yeah. The best part of the movie was that basically they had a Captain Crunch mascot just murdering people.
Good times.
Yeah, like had two big ass swords, just like
Not even with guns.
killing innocent people.
Oof.
Yeah, they called it
Baby
culling.
animals.
So Boy Kills World 6 out of 10.
Nice.
Okay.
Good stuff. Go for the action. Stay for the random story at the end.
Interesting. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't go for the story. It was
Yeah, it's been spoiled.
just a little bit.
It wasn't. Listen.
It's a little expired. It's a little
It's
bad.
fire.
You take the cap off, it smells a little bit. It's a little spoiled.
A little bit.
Spoils it a little
The
bit.
only reason I watched it was like, well, shit. I got this bootleg website now. I guess I can
Hey,
actually
man,
watch it.
everything. Fuck
Well,
that.
I showed the trailer so bad. I was like, well, let's actually watch it and like see if I'm like. And for the most part, it was okay. Like it was decent. Yeah, like because initially I just thought it was gonna be one of those like throwaway action movies, but it actually had like a decent plot that you kind of find in a comic book. And then I found out one of the writers was from Vertigo Comics, which is why I was like, oh shit,
Shout out to Vertigo.
that's a solid turn for the story in the movie itself.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There you go.
And I think that's my blur now.
Thank you, Kenny. So we got Ash. DJ Alokari, you blurted out.
Not really, but
I hit the button for you.
yeah, I gave my thoughts about the movie. I didn't really say what I was doing.
That was
Just
the
let the man
first
talk.
round.
Just let him talk. Hit the button again.
But it's fine.
All right, 2 button hits. What you got?
I want 2 button hits.
No one else gets 2 button hits.
Quickly, let me see. This week, after seeing the movies, it was kind of like the biggest thing about blurting out, but still enjoying VR. I finally downloaded Beat Saber because my sisters begged me to download Beat Saber, even though it's like fucking $30 to play the stupid ass game. Like $30 for Beat Saber, it's just like
That's the one where you do all the with the music.
Yeah.
God of War Ragnarok
But I
still
have
costs
bought
$70. I don't want to hear it.
You said what?
Well,
God of
Nintendo
War
players
Ragnarok.
still gotta pay like $300 for a
Yeah.
Switch.
Shit,
So.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be that damn much to play VR. My goodness. Beat Saber? Just hit some. Play with a damn, you know.
Wait, what was that you
light,
just said?
with a little lightsaber? I ain't thinking it was gonna be all that. Shit. But yeah, it is fun though. I bought like the Linkin Park edition, and that's been fun. I would just like to say though, whoever's in charge of putting these the difficulties and levels and stuff like that for that, whoever designed it for Linkin Park, that the normal is like it's on the same level as the hard on any regular board.
Because you got to earn it.
It's ridiculous.
It's probably because the music is not easy.
But
that's kind of how some songs are on Rock Band and Guitar Hero.
Yeah, but
you play on medium,
but that's
like playing on hard.
That's easy mode, right? So then when you go to like normal, it's hard as fuck. Then there's also hard, and then there's extra hard, and then there's expert.
Ooh.
But anyway, I just want to play Guitar Hero now.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. But I do enjoy the game, so that's been fun. And just also this week, I've checked out Arte Vista, which is Childish Gambino's last two albums. There's Arte Vista, and then there's also the second album, which is Banjo.
What, the Bando Stone album?
Yeah.
Oh, you weren't here. I talked about it. I listened to it too, and I loved it.
Oh yeah. I wasn't a huge fan of Bando Stone in the New World. It's very experimental, but maybe it'll grow on me. But I wasn't a fan after the first listen. It was okay. A few songs that I did like though. Arte Vista I actually really enjoyed though. I really fuck with Arte Vista a lot.
I gotta check that one out.
Yeah, it's a little bit more of like what you expect from Gambino a little bit. So I did like that one a bit more, and that'll be my blurred outs for now.
Wait, what was your favorite song off of Bando Stone?
Let me go through the tracks real quick.
I had two. Mine was Lithonia and the song
Lithonia is great. The music video for Lithonia, if you haven't seen it yet, is insane.
I gotta go see it. I haven't seen the video.
Yeah, it's a lot. I actually really liked the song that was kind of like supposed to be the Drake diss or whatever. I thought that one was dope.
Oh
yeah,
that's
really good too.
Yeah,
poor Drake. I'm sorry.
Like that one.
I've never really had any feelings about Drake, but I'm starting to feel bad. Like, goddamn. Unless, of course, he is going around messing with kids.
I'm about to say,
really?
This is true. That's the thing. It's real. If you were on Tumblr back in the olden days, it's pretty. Like he was taking chicks out for Chipotle. It's there.
It's all there, but yeah.
The 69 God.
Yeah, I also I like his song with Chloe.
That's good too.
I think like the first half of the album was really cool. I think the second half I wasn't as much of a fan of. I was like, all right. It started kind of feeling kind of draggy, but
Is it like experimental? Like what?
It's very experimental.
Wait, you said that exact same word.
It's very
my bad.
experimental.
As far as like drums, as far as synths, like
he's experimenting with a lot of different genres. It feels someone had said it best. They said it feels like a Kanye album.
Don't do that. I was
like,
which Kanye album?
Like,
yeah, the thing.
Like,
albums. I kind of agree that it kind of drags on the second part, but like you have a track with Yeet on that second end. That I'm not a big Yeet fan. That's how.
Someone named Yeet.
Yeet, yeah.
Yeah. White boy who wears a
You said what? What'd you say?
I thought you meant Yeet, as in Kanye West's new.
Oh yeah, no, Yeet.
Yeah, not Yeet.
Like throw.
It's actually
white boy who wears a Kalaskashka mask all the time.
Never
wears all black.
Now that I know it's a white person named Yeet, I'm out.
Yeah, it was the first song I heard by him. I wasn't trying to sneak him either, but like I just played the full album all the way through, and I looked to see who that was on that track. It was like Yeet. Oh, okay. I mean, it inspired me to listen more.
Drake has been kind of hard, going hard about it too. But anyway, yeah, I liked it. It was, I liked the Arte Vista a lot more though. Between the two.
Was Young Gravy on the album?
Don't do that.
Steve, that was for you. It took me a second. I was like, damn, what is that guy's name?
He was not.
Ain't no Young Gravy on there? They ain't putting no gravy
Ain't
on
no
there?
Young Gravy on there?
I don't know if I'm listening.
Young Gravy on.
If you ain't putting gravy on the track, I'm not
Also,
gonna say I
saw
didn't.
Jamila Woods at
Oh.
Park Fest yesterday. It was great.
Shout out to Jamila Woods.
She did a good job. She's talented.
For sure.
Fuck that. I'm playing Jamila Woods music video instead. I was
There
gonna
you go.
play Freddie so
Bam. I mean, you can play both if you want to.
I was gonna play somebody else.
On that note, it's time for DJ El Okari to. What's up?
Did I have a blurred out?
Yeah, go for it. What you got? I mean, we started off with you, but we can. Yeah, go on in. I'll even hit the button for you.
Oh, that was.
Oh, he
Jimmy
gives it
Ellis.
too.
He's a guest.
Him and
Okay. Can I talk about the fact that I went to BlurdCon for my blurred out?
Hell yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
you can.
Okay, so I went to BlurdCon, and it was blacker than you can ever imagine.
It really is.
So basically, I understood the concept. Comic-Con or an anime convention accept all black people, but the experience of it is beyond comprehension. Like the people that were working the con was black. All the cosplayers were black. There were only a select few white people there.
There was a smattering of white people.
So I met
Smattering.
the splatter. I saw all types of black cosplay that I thought I'd never see as black. I saw a black woman cross cosplay as Cyclops from the X-Men. I saw a light-skinned woman cosplay as Uma Thurman from Kill Bill. I saw countless black ravens. It was great to see ravens this time that were black.
For sure.
I like the one that was Bakugo and Bowser.
Bowser go.
Oh yeah. And then like I met Phil Lamar.
You actually met Phil Lamar?
Yeah, I talked to him for like 2 minutes.
Did you ask him about his part in Spider-Man 2?
No, I didn't ask him about his part.
I wish somebody had. I wish somebody had.
I cosplayed as Static Shock and I had dreads because I just cut my dreads out because they were
Like
thinning
just
at the
now.
roots.
When I saw Jimmy, I was like, wait a minute, what? What?
I just
Where'd the hair go?
So they were falling out, so I had to cut them out. So I had dreads and I was Static Shock, and I was like, "There's 2 Static Shocks in this picture, and you're Static Shock more than I am, even though I'm dressed up as him."
There you go.
And he laughed at it. And then I met the Black Ranger. I know
I said what's up to him. I think he had a drink in his hand.
What does his lining look like though?
His lineup was crisp.
He had it right.
I mean, they got a barber on
having
the
it right.
scene.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Black Ranger, his lineup was great. I said, Black Ranger, I was 12 when I watched Power Rangers, and you look
The
extremely
same.
young, even though right now I'm 37. And he said, and I said, black don't crack. And then he said back, I like to say, Zach don't crack. That's what he said to me.
Well done.
I
Well
thought
done.
that it was worth the $80
Just for that one.
Just for that.
Was
Was that your first BlurdCon?
This was my first BlurdCon. So
First
it's my
con
first
in
all
general?
black. No, I've been going to cons for 17 years since I
He's
was
got
20.
1 year on you. Actually.
Yep. Well, he is 37.
I'm 37, and I started when I was 20. And I just go to all the cons in Illinois,
area.
and then one big circle because there's like 7 of them. I'm not even gonna go about naming them all because that there's a bunch of them. So I'm going to Fan Expo and Anime Magic this next month, of course.
Yeah, I've been debating going myself.
Yeah, I got a hotel room and everything for Anime Magic, not Fan Expo.
Where is it?
But this is my
Rosemont.
Okay.
Rosemont Convention Center. So this was my first con out of state.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
Well, in that case, you might like DreamCon.
I know.
one
I
that's
want to go to
happening right
DreamCon
You
too.
gotta
I just
get
can't
those
afford it.
tickets.
I'm gonna go to DreamCon next year. Next year I'm gonna be able to afford DreamCon and BlurdCon.
I didn't know the RDC put on DreamCon. I just thought they were there all the time.
No, they're there. They put it on. They sponsor it.
I said, according to Shaq, he was like, "You're really just watching all the YouTube Blurds party."
Yeah,
He's kind of off to the side, like that's cool.
Yeah.
Look at them in there in that pool.
Does anyone know who Mega Ran is?
Never heard of him.
Don't you mean Mega Man?
No, we're talking about Mega fucking Ran.
Yeah, I know. I'm being sarcastic.
The nerdcore rapper Mega
Absolutely.
Ran.
He's been on the show.
Now
He's on the show.
I was on
concert with him.
he was actually doing a concert there, and I actually am. He knows me from his stream and
Right.
from Chicago when he comes.
That's
So
nice.
I was on his Twitch stream, and he was like, "Buy tickets for Baltimore. If you're in Baltimore, buy tickets. Buy tickets for Baltimore." And then I was like, I walked up to him like, "Mega Ran, you didn't tell us he was gonna be at BlurdCon in your Twitch stream." He was like, "Baltimore just kept hounding me to make sure these tickets get sold, but I knew people were coming to BlurdCon because knew I was gonna have an audience, so I didn't say anything."
Yeah, he didn't have to.
Yeah, so
So he's also going to be at Otakon?
I don't know.
Well, you saying Baltimore.
Oh,
No.
it's a show in Baltimore. I don't think it's a con in Baltimore. Yeah, I think it already happened already. And
I'm pretty sure I said what's up to Mega Ran in passing.
so I bought a lot of stuff from him. I talked to him for like 30 minutes.
a good amount of time.
A combination
Him and his new
between
teeth.
that night and the next day at his booth when nobody was coming up to him. I bought like $60 worth of stuff. I bought his book,
He's
his
got a
shirt.
book? Oh, he does have a book. I should buy that book.
Yeah, I have the book on Audible too. And then I met Shao Dao. Now there's this.
I don't know who that is.
There's this fan fiction animation made by this YouTube channel called Mashed, and it's called One Jump Man versus Shaggy Ball Z, or Shaggy Ball Z versus One Jump Man, and then there's something called Waluigi's Battle Rap, where Waluigi beats up everybody in Smash Brothers while rapping.
Nice.
So like, Shao Dao is the guy. Waluigi appears in Shaggy Ball Z versus One Jump Man as the villain, and Shao Dao plays Shaggy, and like that animation is so cool. I rewatched it over 100 times every time a new version comes out because I just love it so much. And I had to tell Shao Dao because I had to actually look at the animation while he was rapping, like, is that him? And I was him, so I met the guy.
Shaggy Ball Z.
And I found out that we're not gonna have the next episode, part 4, until he's done with his tour because he hasn't even written it yet. So
Interesting.
yeah, and when I went to the exhibition hall where they was selling stuff. Usually I go to an anime convention and be like, let me support the black people. Where the black people at? Let me support them first, and then I'll buy from the white people. But then there was only black people that I buy from. So it didn't matter who I bought from. So I just got what quality stuff I liked.
For sure.
And it was a great feeling.
Yeah.
Just buying from all black folks. And I have a bunch of comics that's at my house right now that I haven't read.
Nice.
But I'm gonna get around to reading them one day.
For sure.
And
Did you get Knights of the Abyss?
no, I don't think so.
I love Knights of the Abyss.
And then I want to talk about the night. Usually at anime conventions, there's a rave party on Friday and Saturday night where they play rave music. It's an anime rave cosplay party. This time it was a hip hop cosplay party. They played Lil Jon, Jay-Z. They didn't play house music. They didn't play any rave music or techno. They played all. It was like a black DJ just DJing
Did they play
a regular
Knuck If You
party,
Buck?
and I loved it.
Did they play?
Maybe they did.
They had like 3 a night, so it's like depending on when you came in, the set was on. You would get like house, Jersey. You know, I kept listening when they were doing the Jersey thing. I was fucking pissed.
Oh, you were there too?
Yeah, I was there with Mike this year. This was my first BlurdCon. I too, sir, have been doing conventions for decades. 16 years. I've been going since I was 16. So, yeah.
So you're 32.
I'm 32, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like just this year, I've done like
You started earlier than me. Yeah,
yeah, but like you I started with the conventions in my hometown. So for me, growing up in Randallstown, Maryland, Otakon was still in Baltimore before it moved to DC. So that was like the big convention to go to.
Oh, so you've been to more out of town conventions than me.
Yeah,
She's from out of town.
Yeah. I'm a transplant to Chicago. I grew up in Randallstown, Maryland.
Yeah, because I just go. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. So, but it's like it's expensive. So it's like if I'm going to an out of town convention, it's probably just going to be once a year. So BlurdCon was probably my one out of town convention. I've also been to Anime Expo, and I'm considering Anime NYC one day. But it's expensive too.
I imagine.
Oh yes, it is.
Like everything else in New York.
Yeah, so it's just Anime Central, Anime Midwest, C2E2, Fan Expo, Anime Magic, Con Alt Delete, and then there's another, and then
there's a new one. There's gonna be there's an offshoot of Anime Magic that has tattoos.
Yeah. I have a hotel room for that. If anybody wants to hold room with me, they can.
It's Combo Breaker?
It's called Anime Magic.
Yeah, Combo Breaker is also in Illinois.
You go to Combo Breaker. Right?
Yeah, I went to Combo Breaker, but that's a fight. That's FGC. I'm FGC. I got top 8 at Evo in 2006 and Dead or Alive 4.
It's a fact.
So I was trying to be the best Dead or Alive 4 player in the world. I won many Dead or Alive 4 tournaments, 100-man Dead or Alive 4 tournaments.
I mean,
winning
top
tournaments.
10.
But I didn't win Evo though. But
Evo's hard, from what I heard.
I'm glad I got the time to talk about and one thing I loved about, they had the great food, and I just love BlurdCon.
It was good.
BlurdCon just made me feel like there's this feeling that white people are having that black people aren't having because they don't have situations where it's all just black folks there. Because the connection I felt to everybody was stronger because it was just like homie. It was just a brother. It was just like sister. It was just like whatever. It was great.
It's very much a kickback feeling.
Yes. And I end my blurred on that.
For sure. I said time and time again, all those black people, not even an argument. Everybody gets along at BlurdCon.
If there is an argument, it's playfulness.
Probably resolved real fast.
It's playfulness. It's usually us yelling at a panel about some bullshit.
I did see Mr. J. Washington get into a dozens battle with a guy dressed as Wolverine.
Tight.
That was about it.
I saw two of the power lines going at it.
Oh yeah, I met King T'Chaka too.
Oh yeah, King T'Chaka was there.
Yeah, and he's a polyglot. He speaks more than 7 languages.
Damn.
And I didn't get autograph from him, but I talked to him, and he's a very intelligent fella.
Oh, for sure.
And he gave a speech about how he played in the Black Panther movies, and the thing was, he had never gone to a con before and talked about it like that. So he said this is the first time he's talking about it. So I got premium to King T'Chaka perspective.
For sure.
Yeah,
and that's a shame. Like that's how a lot of these actors too are going to get a lot of their money is doing the convention tour circuit. And for him to have not had a chance to be invited to a panel or something to even talk about just being a superhero in a Marvel project, like, come on now.
Hey man, he got the weird decision.
Black heroes out there, put him in Anthony Mackie on a panel.
Exactly.
Who else we got? Is that it? Miss Marvel.
What about Miss
Well,
Marvel?
not Miss Marvel. The other Marvel black woman.
Oh,
The one in the black and white.
Spectrum?
Photon.
That's the
Thank
one.
you.
It was a light word. I don't know.
Fiber optics. One of them.
Bright light? Glow
Get
light?
all the Marvel
Miss
heroes.
Rambo.
Yeah. Put them on a panel. Something. I just want to hear them geek out.
For sure.
Because they probably don't get that much of an outlet. They just always get asked about, what's it like being black and working at Marvel? It's like, can I just talk about the fact that I actually like comics?
Mm-mm. I mean, you know, as long as we keep making these conventions happen, there will be chances. Until they're all called DEI initiatives and shut down. So now it's time for DJ L. Okari to hit you with some hits.
Yeah.
L. Okari, what hits is good. That's all ass. Hold on, wait, I got this one too. DJ L. Okari, what hits you gonna hit him with?
Yeah, man, we watched the Jamila Woods music video because it's dope. It's called Boomerang, and then I'm gonna watch You and I by John the Author.
There we go.
My cousin is John the Author.
That's a fact. Y'all were on together.
Yes, his name is Johnny Baker, and he is my best friend.
Oh, shout out to Johnny Baker.
Who is my cousin.
Who always challenges me in some way physically. He's like, how many push-ups can you do? I'm like, nigga,
Sounds like something.
42. I can't do 50 push-ups anymore. Then after that, when we come back, we're going to talk about the greatest IP of all time. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yeah.
All time. I saw Kenny's face with doubt.
Hello, Carl. One time you
Camera.
had played John the Author, but he didn't watch the show.
I
Seen it, so I told him that
Mm-hmm.
you had shouted
The greatest
him
of
out.
all time.
Oh,
He
yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
new number one. Yeah,
John's my homie.
so, yeah.
All right, folks.
You just gotta share my screen. Share screen.
Yeah.
Sure.
Stay tuned.
Great.
Why that's it? Why was
Sound
that
like
so tall?
Ashley.
Oh, yeah, it was. All right, let me cut the mics.
I'm giving you it all or nothing at all. I'm waiting for your call and hoping you fall for me. Trying to keep my head out the way. I make room in my heart. I'm hoping you stay, hoping you wait. I'm asking for your patience. You need an affirmation, and I'm breaking my own rules. Find a way so I don't lose you. I think you really wanna dance with me. How could you really wanna dance with me? Do you really wanna dance? You don't like me then, you won't like me now. You wanna have another dance with me. So you really wanna dance with me? Should I be giving you a chance? You don't like me then, you won't like me. I'm running out of time, you're taking it all. You make me wanna stay here. Stay here. When I'm with you, I forget the hours. Every minute is a season changing with you. It's so easy sunny days. Will you hold me through the rain? I wanna know will it be safe if I let you in the space no one's ever stayed so long. I think you really wanna dance with me. How could you really wanna dance with me? Do you really wanna dance? You don't like me then, you won't like me now. You wanna have another dance with me. So you really wanna dance with me. Should I be giving you a chance? You don't like me then, you won't like me now. You lead the way, I follow you here. And I'm on run, we'll find a place. I need you right here. Can we hold on? Can we hold on?
Ollie and Anna seemed so perfect. And what people didn't know was she was screaming for help.
This marriage's not healthy anymore.
I threw my whole life away for her.
You're my woman!
Oh, yeah, yeah. It was only you and I high and low. When I see relationships, I wish it was us. But I can't be jealous. Sitting here reading all of these love texts. You told me to love her better. It was only you and I high and low. It was only you and I high and low. Oh yeah, yeah. It was only you and I high and low. When I see relationships, I wish it was us. But I can't be jealous. Sitting here reading all of these love texts. You told me to love better. It was only you and I high and low. It was only you and I high and low.
I ain't gon' lie, I know it's my pride. I refuse to sit to the side. I ain't gon' run, I ain't gon' hide. I'ma look you dead in the eyes. I know what I did, I know what you did. I know we can fix it if we try. It's hard to repel the despair when you mentally ain't there. Both of y'all tired. Get some rest, baby, we did good. 10 years, 2 kids, ooh shit, damn, we did good. Everything comes to an end, but that don't mean it gotta be over. Who knows, with a little bit of closure, we might mess around and end up being closer. Climb aboard, close the door, don't know where I'm going. I never traveled on this road before. My homie told me, take your ass home, but I can't, I never had that many hoes before. What type of shit is that to say out loud? Being a player should be played out now, especially at my age, especially at my stage. Don't wanna downgrade to a lower mind frame. I was dumb at first, tried to run it first. That's how so many people go to hell, cause it's fun at first. Who said what me and you did was wrong? I think what me and you did was strong. Even though it was extra scary, it might have been necessary. Only time will tell.
It was only you and I high and low. When I see relationships, I wish it was us. But I can't be jealous. Sitting here reading all of these love texts. You told me to love better. It was only you and I high and low. It was only you and I high and low.
See, our first mistake was telling our friends and family about what goes on in our household. Fuck a bro code or a girl code. We broke the spouse code. And even when you do find somebody new, never forget what we meant to each other. How much we done spent on each other. Grew up together, basically invented each other. And now, I feel us growing apart. I know what I knew, don't know what I thought. I know what I want, don't know where to start. Got a hole in my heart with a hole in my car. Trying to go with the flow like I'm nowhere. I pull up to fill up and throw it in park. She pull up and roll up, I don't even smoke. But I'm still finna hit it like a blunt though. This my third time fucking shorty. I ain't finna use a rubber, I ain't even gon' stunt, bro. Everybody know the game cut though, so protect your neck. The flesh is just a test to prep you for whatever comes next in the next life. Till then, I'm just trying to live my best life. Yeah, I'm trying to see what this and that like. Honestly, I don't even remember that night. My new bitch do me just right. Yeah, just right. But why am I still a mess? Why do I get upset? Why do I keep spying on my ex? Do I need time to adjust? Do I need time to reflect?
It was only you and I high and low. When I see relationships, I wish it was us. But I can't be jealous. Sitting here reading all of these love texts. You told me to love better. It was only you and I high and low. It was only you and I high and low.
That motherfucker raps his ass off. You're watching BlurdDotRadio. Here it is.
BlurdDotRadio.
DJ Elokari just hit you with some hits.
Hits.
What hits did you hit him with, DJ Ellis?
Yeah, man. So we just watched the video that you saw was "You and I." That's you and then side I by John the author, featuring Rail Summer. Rail Summer.
Summer.
S-U-M-A?
How you spell it?
S-U-M-A. Summer.
Suma. Steve, do you actually know how to pronounce it? Or are we all guessing?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You all guessing?
We're all guessing.
And then also the first music video was "Boomerang" by Jamila Woods. If you have not listened to Jamila's last album, you should really ask yourself why. I really want to buy that fucking album on vinyl. It's that good.
Nice.
It's really great.
Hell yeah.
And she did a wonderful job performing. So shout outs to Jamila Woods.
I like it being in reverse.
What's being in reverse?
Jamila's music video.
Ah, yeah.
The way it was shot. Like every so often, I'll look at the screen and I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then I like look at the screen, I see John the author bang some chick on the counter. I'm like, oh!
Why they gotta be banging? Okay? They're not banging.
I'm like, what's this?
Clearly they are in love.
I'm like, that is white.
That's
a family. That's a family man. He's got kids.
You got
a
a
wife.
He's talking about, making love. You feel me?
Okay, I mean, I gotta see it.
Don't
I'm
be
just
talking
saying,
about-
like,
jealous.
Don't be talking about
I'm
Jimmy Ellis' cousin like that.
I'm not
Jimmy
mad.
Ellis' cousin. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, he says so.
I'm just gonna let you
I
know.
want to say I met John once. I was on a panel with him some years ago.
It wasn't one I put together. No.
Were you
it
on
was
love?
like, no, I'm pretty sure he was
Better
married.
you and I love. But anyway, those are the two music videos I played. They're great.
Lord. Ashley, did you want to finish or something?
Not really. I'm just saying, like, I appreciate the music videos that DJ Lakari curates. Never a dull moment.
He be hitting
Hits.
with them hits. I say them hits. One more.
Got it, sister?
I did that for Jimmy.
Jimmy is clearly enjoying this.
I appreciate it.
Clearly enjoying this.
I think that's all I got.
No, you ain't got one more?
That one never shows up because it's too quick.
It's you gotta do this the Street Fighter one.
Which Street Fighter one?
Right there.
I got
Steve,
this
whose
one.
lap are you sitting in?
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie.
He's over there on the flat Earth.
Sitting on the lap.
Somehow in the right history.
There you go. So folks, it's time to do a shot of our favorite liqueur, Jepson's Malort. Jepson's Malort has the aroma and full-bodied flavor of an unusual botanical. Its bitter taste is savored by two-fisted drinkers everywhere. The toast we do. Yeah, it came out of nowhere. The toast that we do here on BlurdDotRadio that I got from E40 goes, I am not above you. Raise the glass up. You got yours? We'll just hold it up because we're still not above you. Not below you. Right here with you.
Oh shit, we all next to each other too. We actually cheers. Cheers, my buddy. Cheers. All right.
Ah. Nom, 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 nom. That's that full flavor. That's that unusual botanical.
And Wolverine was drinking whole bottles of brown liquor in this.
Who was?
In the movie.
And oh god, yeah, Wolverine was getting fucked up.
Man, he was just drinking straight up, rubbing alcohol on the point.
Yeah, I mean when you got a healing factor, I guess you can.
Yeah.
Delicious. So folks, as I said, I've decided after seeing this trailer that we have borne witness since, what is it, 1987 the cartoon came out? Who knows when the comic book came out? The greatest IP of all time, in my humble opinion, is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Every generation has a cartoon to love. They had great video games. They had great live action movies. Michael Bay couldn't derail this franchise. The best IP ever. They got
even more so than Scooby.
And that's why we are watching the Milli Vanilli track.
We about to watch the Vanilla Ice biopic.
Have you heard about Ninja Turtles X Naruto?
I know.
Yes, I have.
For Vanilla Ice. Yeah.
It's coming out.
It's released on Naruto X Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Huh.
Naruto and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are going to be friends.
Interesting. And this is going to be like an official movie?
Yeah,
no,
it's official. It's not.
Oh, a comic.
It's a comic. But it's official.
Because they did hang out with Batman, and that was a damn good movie.
Yeah,
I was not expecting. I was like, oh, this is going to be stupid. And then what's his name got his arm broken. I was like, we're not playing.
versus Batman was real talk.
Yep. I learned this from a rat in a sewer. Pop, 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 pop. Bang. Shit was amazing. If you've never seen Batman and the Ninja Turtles or whatever the movie is called, go see it. Damn good. But today we're going to watch The Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is coming out on Paramount Plus. Is it out already? August 9th. I got a dentist appointment that day. So I'm not going to see it on the 9th. I'll see it eventually. Share screen. Nope, I got to pull this over. Hold on. Hold up down now. Hit this button here. Close this window because that's not necessary no more. Go hit this and then come over here and hit the main. V. There we go.
Is this the new show? Is this
a
new show?
Tales
the
of
new
the
cartoon.
Turtles.
Tales of the Turtles. Here
Let's
on
check it out.
BlurdDotRadio.
Turn the volume up.
All right, boys. Let's do this.
Mutants are the coolest.
What are the big? What are the big?
There's Leo the leader.
You need a plan.
Raph the muscle.
I've got a lot of anger to work out.
Donnie the smart one.
I'm not the IT guy.
You do have that vibe. And you. What do you do again? I bring a certain je ne sais quoi.
In a new series exclusively on Paramount Plus.
I need new butts to kick.
The greatest, bravest teenage brothers are forced to fight solo.
I've never done anything like this without my brothers.
You have fallen into my traps, for I am Bishop. What, like one name? That's kind of sick. Megazord attack!
Okay, Machine. You want to do this? I think we should talk about it before we do, you know? Let's go!
From the studio that brought you TMNT Mutant Mayhem.
All mutants must be destroyed. Did you just say you want to exterminate us? I have to find my brothers. I have to save them.
Comes a new tale where the Turtles must reunite to save mutant kind.
Even if we run into trouble, there's nothing we can't handle together. What is that thing supposed to be? Someone should go check it out. Not it! What?
Don't miss Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the epic 12-episode event, streaming August 9th, only on Paramount Plus.
I forgot about the party. I don't have my costume.
Well, technically your whole, thing is a costume.
Run around naked.
All right.
That animation is weird.
I like it.
Turtle penises work.
It's weird. Let me throw that out there right now.
It's weird.
It is strange. I am of course down to watch this. Am I gonna watch it on Paramount Plus? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. He's trying to get people up to Paramount Plus. Man.
Oh, they got everything. They got my whole childhood on Paramount Plus.
I mean, that's how they're selling it.
Absolutely.
It's
Beavis and
Paramount
Butthead
Plus
is on
or
there.
Max. That has Static Shock on. I forgot which one.
I think it's on Max.
I would say Max.
It might be Max.
It's
They got a
WB.
lot of the DC stuff.
But I have them both, so I get it mixed up.
Yeah. Me, I'm down. I like it. I want to see it. I'm glad that they got the teenagers from the movie to do the voices. That really would, and this is maybe what I mean. Well, they don't have Jackie Chan, which is sad. Every new Ninja Turtles project brings a new element in. So you have different animation on this one. You have actual teenagers on this one. And the Michael Bay ones, as hard as they got shit on, the Turtles were making facial expressions. That had never happened in a live action movie. It was just these weird, stiff, mechanical mouth movements. And if you looked really close, you could see a person in their mouth. Don't look. It's gonna ruin the movie for you. Yeah, I'm down for this. I am curious to see where it's gonna go. And yeah, it's a Ninja Turtle. Since childhood, again, I've told the story on the show. I can remember the first time I ever saw a Ninja Turtle story, and I couldn't have been any older than 4. It was captivating even then. So,
you play Shredder's Revenge?
Yeah.
You play the DLC?
What's the DLC?
The DLC is his daughter and a new mission.
Karai, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
No, I haven't played. I didn't even know there was a DLC.
Yeah, they had survival mode, and they also added the Usagi Yojimbo.
Shout out to the rabbit. Yeah, I have to check that out. If it is less than $10, I'll buy it.
It is.
If it's more than $10, I'm not.
Hey,
I don't think it's less. Maybe it is.
If you have PlayStation Plus, it's free.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I do have
play
PlayStation Plus. So yeah.
There you go. You can play it, but probably not DLC though.
Kabang. Wait, I can't play the DLC?
No,
you have the Panda? Was the Panda even ever on the cartoon? I feel like that was when there was like a New Mutant on every episode because they had to sell toys.
That's why I got it in HD.
Shout out to Mutant Madness for making a lot of those characters relevant again. Wingnut? What the fuck was that?
Yeah, right.
Also, Turtles Tournament Fighters, one of the best fighting games for Super Nintendo, and I need everybody to know that. That shit was fun as fuck.
Yeah, at Combo Breaker, there was an independent game made by an independent developer. It was the Justice League versus the Ninja Turtles.
Hilarious.
And it was the story mode was really well thought out. I sat there for 30, 40 minutes playing the story mode before I realized I needed to do something else.
That's how you know it was good. Jimmy Ellis, what do you think of this trailer?
I loved the movie. I thought it was super fly. I thought it was super duper fly. I love how they modernized the Turtles to be Gen Zers. Because before they were Xers, then they made them Millennials. Now they're Zers because they changed with the time. So I wanted more of that, and I thought I had to wait for the next movie because at the end of the first movie, the last words that they ever say is we call for the Shredder, and then they show the Shredder in darkness. But now that I see this trailer and it's about something meaningful, about them being separated but still having to find their own way, and Black April is there, and I want to know more about them having to go to high school. So this is going to be a great adventure, even without Shredder in it. And I'm just so happy that they made this, and they made it in 2D instead of 3D, so that they can probably make it faster. Or
for sure.
I don't even know.
Because you know those 3D animated projects take a long time. That's why we got to wait so long for the next Spider-Verse movie. For sure.
Yeah, so I absolutely loved it, and I'm going to watch it. And I hope they release all 12 episodes at once instead of releasing every episode every week.
I doubt it.
I can give you the answer to that question.
Go ahead.
They are dropping.
Netflix.
Yep, August 9th. August 9th. All 12 episodes.
Yeah, that's what Netflix do too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Ash got him. I'm asking you this because you didn't know who the Ninja Turtles were.
Y'all ain't never gonna let me live that down. I knew the colors. I'm not good with names with actual people I see on a weekly basis.
I hear you.
Shit, I don't know the names of all the characters I like. This shit, I actually do follow.
Well, how do you feel about this this Ninja Turtles cartoon? If you had Paramount Plus, would you?
Actually, I do have access to Paramount Plus, so I can see myself watching it if I'm bored. I'm like, let me just turn something on real quick. Again, I do like that they brought back the voices from the movie. They were, you know, as cheesy as it is, the heart of the movie. They just felt like kids. They felt like brothers. And this series looks like it's going to give them a chance to let each of them shine in their own way. Which the movie, you know, it did a little bit of that. You know, you only got like 2 hours to really do it, especially if they're trying to introduce people to them. But yeah, we'll see where it goes. We'll see if I believe it was Donnie, the purple one.
I'm glad you got that right. Thank you.
Shut up! Y'all are all old and actually love the series.
I didn't even say that. Why you gotta call it?
You don't have to. I see it in your eyes. Of course not. These eyes are dead. Anyway.
Which is creepy now that I'm thinking about it.
Don't look me in the eye. Don't do it too long. Anyway, I wonder if they'll bring back Donnie being a fucking dweeb in like an anime, because they subtly hinted at it a lot. Well, not even subtly. Sometimes they just like straight out name drop the show. But yeah, it'll be fun to see more of their personality come out and even their fighting style, because I think I would say of all of them, Mikey's I'm not too familiar with.
As far as
he has the nunchucks, right? He has the nunchucks. Donatello has the bow staff. Raph has the like forks. Like a little bit of
They're called size.
Yeah, the two.
Yeah.
And who am I missing? Mikey, Donnie, Raph.
You can do this. I believe in you.
You don't have to prove yourself, man.
No, I can do it.
They're all artists.
I know. Shut up, Mikey. Raph.
Hold on, I'm gonna cut the music so you can concentrate.
That's really gonna help.
Give me the Japanese music. Give me the Japanese music.
Silence is golden.
Leonardo.
There you go.
I had to go through the alphabet.
Da Vinci.
Leonardo,
Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael.
Anyway,
Excellent work.
Well done.
he has the sword.
Don't say excellent.
he has a sword.
That's not excellent.
He has two
Don't
swords,
ask me.
but you know.
She named them.
Don't ask me.
I'm just happy you did it.
We do this like every
We've done
other
this
show.
before. This ain't
Every other show, and I hesitate every time.
Hey, listen.
But yeah,
That's how we learn.
Did you secretly use the fact that you were a VTuber to look them up?
No, I didn't.
Without us knowing?
I did. I literally sat there and went through the alphabet to try to figure out
Oh my god.
which letter I was missing.
We didn't even have to give you any clues.
Okay.
No, I just know he's blue.
And you got the color. Look at you.
I do
Look at how
hope
far we
they.
come. Look at us.
Yes, so far to go. I do hope they kind of play down the whole romance aspect with Leo and
April.
I don't like it in any iteration. It comes
That's
out.
racist.
It ain't got nothing to do with a race. I don't like it when she's a redhead. I don't like it when she's an adult. I don't like it.
I'm talking about not caring about their love. Let them love. Let her turtle
I
love.
want to know why you don't like it though.
They
A human
never
and a
really
turtle?
do the romance well for me. I'm very particular when it comes to romance storylines anyway. And it's always one-sided in an awkward way, and then it's like secondhand embarrassment. So yeah, I don't like that type of love plot line. And they switch off on like which turtle likes her. It's never the same one.
I feel like
I thought you didn't watch it.
Huh?
I thought you didn't watch it.
I don't watch it enough to actually.
Yeah, because it's always with the hockey man. It's not really turtles.
Yeah, I know there's iterations where it's her and
Casey Jones.
Who is the most unhinged hero ever? Like, he really just puts on a mask and beats people with sports equipment.
Bro, one of the best episodes of the original cartoon is like he had to go undercover and get a job at the secret factory, and he just wears a suit with the mask.
Oh my god!
They also make him sound like a psycho killer. In the
in the same voice of the psycho killer, he asks for a job and gets the job.
Because he's white, they can see his eyes.
They saw his neck in the hole.
You're like, oh, okay, yeah.
Can I work here?
That shit is hilarious.
But yeah, at least with Casey and her, I think it's like mutual.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be mutual. They're into each other and they're both equally awkward and going about being into each other. But with the turtles, it's always just pining.
She called me Mikey.
Did Mikey like her? I always remember it being Donnie and Leo.
In the first movie, Leo didn't express liking her particularly. Mikey liked her. They said when she name dropped Raphael threw a sigh at Mikey's crotch because he kept chiding him about it.
What?
Y'all remember that part?
Yeah, I remember that part.
They were on the couch and he was like, "Ooh," she named him. He was like, "Cut it out, you guys," and then he went, "Bah," because he has anger.
Well, they are teenage boys. You get one girl around them, they probably all going to develop a crush at some point.
It's true. I've worked in classrooms. That's how fights start. There's a
But
new
yeah.
girl in class. Somebody's fighting within a week.
It's cute. Not the romance, but the show, the brotherly camaraderie. It's the best part of the turtles. So keep it going.
Not okay. Cool.
And dare I say, this iteration of the Turtles, I feel like the chemistry between them is shown best here. You know, there's always chemistry between the Turtles, but the joking back and forth, I feel like is really, really takes a front seat.
I
Leading
love
into the
those
New
jokes.
York.
I think they're funny.
For sure.
You're
Bacon, egg, and cheese. Bacon, egg, and cheese.
This is such a kid thing.
Steve, what do you think of this one?
It seems awesome. I really like that movie, and I'm looking forward to watching this a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
For sure. They put MOP in the movie, which is
yeah.
ridiculous. Listen, every
That's
time I hear
crazy.
Annie up in the family thing, I'm like, it's about robbing people. Like, what?
Specifically a gunpoint.
Yeah. Take rings off, take chains off. That's not just them saying words.
Yeah.
They're talking about violence.
Yeah.
Good.
It's so catchy.
It is very good. Very good. Kenny, what are your thoughts here?
Yeah, man. I'll still need to watch the movie. I've been trying to wait for it. It's not coming out on DVD really yet. It's annoying.
Really?
Yeah, you can make you watch Paramount, watch the damn movie, and I'm not doing it. So I think hopefully I'll just now that I have my site. First off, shout out to April O'Neil. I see you, Steve.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the April O'Neil.
That is.
I was like, he's got a white woman behind him.
Yeah, that's April
O'Neil. The porn star.
If you know, you know.
Her
But,
real name is her porn star.
I'm looking forward to seeing this because I'll definitely watch it.
It's
Also,
funny
you
when
should
I
go
saw
read
the
the
scene
comic
put up
because-
April O'Neil, I was like, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, also you should go read the comic because the number one has come out where it's funny that the turtles are separated because they're also separated in this art that just started as well. And it started with Raphael in prison. Which is
He's
very
got anger problems. I'm telling you.
well. That's the thing. He's not there because he's in trouble. He got framed. They make it very clear. Yeah.
Also on eBay, there is a Mutant Mayhem DVD. Don't know if somebody made it.
Bro, that's on eBay. That
Yeah.
can't be legit.
There's also one at Walmart though.
Oh. Maybe I think
Physical
Walmart
media
will
had
check
no
it
choice
in.
but to come back. Like it has to.
I mean, Paramount does some bullshit. They've been doing this thing where like they're not putting their popular movies in our copy.
Mm-hmm.
But like we've been yelling protect physical media by physical media.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of the reason I never watched it, because I want to pay for it. I want to buy a hard copy of the movie and watch it. But beyond that, yeah, it was dope.
For sure.
But I mean, the animation kind of looks kind of rotoscope to me, which I kind of like. But I don't know, just because of how it lags my computer, would maybe just take away from how it looks. And maybe I used to watch it on like a TV. But yeah, no, this is dope. And the fact that they brought back the most of the talent from the film, who were very entertaining, this looks fun.
For sure.
And doing it well, they're still young.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe they could all be in The Last Ronin one day.
Right.
Also, apparently there's supposed to be a live... Oh, wait, I'm turning away from a Game of Thrones spoiler. There's supposed to be a live-action video game, and I've heard something about a movie. I never expect that The Last Ronin is going to be made into anything like...
No, yeah, I've heard it's a video game.
Yeah.
And I hope it comes through, because if they do it like the Batman games, it'll cook.
From what I hear, they're supposed to have a skill tree for each turtle. So, like,
well,
every weapon you get, there's a skill tree.
Well, that's the thing about The Last Ronin. There's only one turtle.
Yeah, but he has all their weapons, and he
I
talks
thought you like all the turtles.
No.
The Last Ronin was on sale on Humble Bundle. You got the Last Rumble digital comic and 12 volumes of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comics for just $20.
Really?
That's still, that entire run is classic. I recommend it.
Remember, Humble Bundle gets companies to sell their stuff for cheap for a couple of days, and then they donate the money to charity.
Nice. Thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah, they do this for video games too.
No.
Once they had Tekken 7 on sale for $7 when Tekken 7 was out, and it wasn't worth $7 because Tekken 8 is out.
True.
You should go to humblebundle.com and see if they have a bundle you like.
For sure. Also, pay Jimmy Ellis for that. Humblebundle.com.
I was thinking. Brought to you by Jimmy Ellis.
Bang. Last but not least, DJ Elokari, what are your thoughts here?
It looks decent. I wasn't a huge I liked the Mutant Mayhem. I didn't want to watch it again after watching it. To be honest, it was it was alright. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Seth Rogen's brand of comedy all the time. So wasn't a huge fan of
He does have a weird focus on teenagers.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of his take on the Turtles, but the things that I did like about the movie specifically was them being teenagers. I liked the actors and stuff like that. Like, I thought the voice casting was really well done in the original, so seeing them back, like the same voice cast back for the animation seems dope as well too. I'm most definitely not gonna pay my money to Paramount in order to be able to see this though. Like, I'm sorry.
I'll find it though.
I'll find it, but it's most definitely I'm not about to get Paramount Plus to watch this.
Nah.
So I mean, the trailer does look exciting. It looks good. I feel like those who are really keen to the new, I'm happy to see this cast back to do their thing. But yeah, a couple of liberties that I wasn't a fan of, and I'm wondering how much they're gonna continue is the Turtles going to school. I wasn't a fan of that.
I appreciate that, especially for Gen Z.
Yeah, I get it, but I ain't a fan of it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to see the Turtles go to school with the rest of the kids.
He didn't want to see Nas make money. That's what Steve South said about Nas fans when he made it. Y'all want to see Nas stay broke.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to see the Turtles. And then also, another thing that I hated about the Michael Bay movie that they kind of continued in with this iteration of the Ninja Turtles as well, too, which is that they learn martial arts from watching Jackie Chan movies. I'm like, bro,
weird.
Again, it's certain things.
I hate that too.
I don't fuck with the origins, man. Those, I know there's it's a silly concept or whatever, but it's certain things I don't fuck with.
I don't know if it's any stranger than a mouse watching his master work out.
Hey, that's
and standing
fine.
on two hind legs and mimicking his
whatever.
moves.
I was with that. That
was
fine for
cool.
me.
That was way cooler.
I thought it was way cooler.
I say that
He
to say
actually
it's
learned
all
from
pretty goofy.
It's
But
pretty.
it's all pretty goofy.
I feel it.
In the original story, they're all just reincarnated ninjas
Yeah.
who were
Yeah.
who were all murdered.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Like, make it make sense for me on how these things, like how
Actually,
these
the
turtles
cartoon, the 80s
learn.
cartoon having Hamato Yoshi turn into a rat, that made
That
sense.
made a lot of sense.
That made
I
sense.
don't like these new iterations of like just fucking with the like, you know, how like if they're going to be ninjas and they're going to be like martial artists, can you at least make how they learn martial arts make sense? I don't think that it makes sense for a rat from Brooklyn who uses a fake Asian accent and watches
Might be from
martial arts.
Chinatown.
Shut the boy. Learns martial arts by fucking watching Jackie Chan. I don't think that's cool. I'm not a fan of that.
That's how I learned martial arts.
Wait, hold on. So in the new movie,
Master Splinter is a rat from Brooklyn who watched a bunch of Jackie Chan.
The Chinatown region, from where China Mac is from. China Mac is also from Brooklyn.
Fine. He is a rat from fucking Brooklyn and Chinatown that has learned martial arts from watching Jackie Chan movies because he's too afraid to go to the surface.
Wow.
I do want to point out.
And he has an afro.
I feel as strongly about this as you do.
He does
so
have
I don't
an
even
afro.
say anything. You just
I'm just saying, I
represented
don't.
I do want to
fuck with
say,
that, so-
just
I
because
don't
I
like
feel
that
like
part
this
either.
point needs to be said, he's also a rat that knows martial arts. And I'm not saying that your opinion is wrong. I'm not ever going to say that your opinion is wrong.
Give me a reason for why the rat knows martial arts, right? That's not a good enough excuse for me, Seth Rogen, for why this rat from like who knows martial arts teaches martial arts. I don't like if it was. I don't appreciate it coming from Seth Rogen. I'm gonna put it like that. I don't. These sound like high ideas, and I mean it probably came from a high idea.
You know it did.
But make it make a little bit more sense to me. That does not. So it's like if you can't get the whole like why they know martial arts and shit right, then I don't mess with that, right? That part that's kind of like an essential reason for why they are Ninja Turtles, right? So I wasn't a fan of that. But again, the voice acting I thought was really dope. I like the aspect of them being teenagers, but also continuing the storyline where that's how they know martial arts, and now they don't even need to like hide themselves in public at all either. So like, they're not even being ninjas anymore either. They're just
They can still be ninjas in the off season. Bruce Wayne isn't Batman all the time.
But he has a
that is kind of weird though that like they actually like because Ellis actually makes a great point. Like they aren't ninjas anymore. Like they're just like dudes who know some martial arts.
Ninjas can.
Why do
I'm
they need to
sure
hide if they're going to
there are
school?
ninjas out there right now, they're not walking around in the ninja mask. They're just doing something regular
Well, what's the
until
point? It's
they
like,
have to go do
that's-
ninja stuff.
Oh, that's Leonardo. He goes to school with me.
Joe Hayabusa takes his mask off.
There's no masks.
They do. They have bandanas.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about
The Ninja Turtles going to school and doing regular things. They can be regular. Let them be regular.
No.
They don't got to live in the nasty ass sewer all
I
their
mean,
lives.
that's
They
their
can come
thing. That's the IP. The IP is
No,
that
you
they
know what the
live in
IP
nasty
is?
ass tour.
You know what the IP is?
They
go to school.
That's the new IP.
That's the IP right now.
It is, and I don't like it. I
I
can
mean,
say that
there's one IP where they're dead.
So there you go.
So
Niggas making cartoons about high school made them just be like, we gotta put the Ninja Turtles in high school because everything else is about teenagers in high school.
I mean, they're not even in high school; they're in middle school.
I will say for
I
a
get why people like
generation that is more accepting of people of different backgrounds and who identify as different things, put the mutants in school.
I
It makes
understand,
sense.
like I said, I understand why people like it. I don't. Just because someone had like y'all, because anyone else who like you can feel it, that's cool with you, that's cool. But you're asking my opinion on how I feel about it. I don't like I'm not a fan of it, right? Like so, it's not a story that I'm personally trying to invest in. Mikey and all them going to have high school, going to school with each other and shit. Like I think there's more compelling stories. But again, I have other seasons of the show that and I said this in the original review of the film itself,
Mhm.
there are other iterations of the Turtles that I can always go back to and
for sure.
enjoy just as much. You know what I'm saying? This
sure.
particular one in story and what the way that they're going down with it, I'm not a huge fan of it. So yeah, I'm not. I don't really like it. And I'm not gonna pay money to go onto Paramount Plus to watch this. So if it
Even though they
this,
do have Yo MTV Raps on Paramount Plus,
great.
I found that out in an
Yeah.
Airbnb.
Yeah, I can
Pretty
find
cool.
another way to watch it. But this particular show is not gonna make me go to Paramount Plus.
No, I don't think any show.
Read the comic.
DJ Elokari, I just want you to know I'm not co-signing this to co-sign. I really, really hate the fact that it's not, they didn't learn martial arts in an authentic way. Every time, this is not the first
They
Ninja
watched
Turtles
Tybo
they did
tapes.
this.
Billy
They've
Blank
done it in
started.
other Ninja Turtles too, but you said that already. So I don't need to keep talking because you said everything, but I agree with you. I hate that.
It pissed me off. I was just like, come on, man. Like, not everything, like, it's already a silly concept, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. But, like, certain things, it's like, all right, well, at least keep that part. You know what I mean? And, yeah, I don't know, dog. That really turned me off on
No, actually, now that you told me, that's actually kind of disappointing. Like, I was going to check the movie out, but it's like, damn, they didn't even, like, stick to the one thing that actually made the ninjas.
Yeah, and I mean, I really wanted to like the movie. I wanted to like this movie so much, but there was aspects of the film that were really well done, and I really liked. But it's like I can't get past because I criticized the Michael Bay film so hard because of that.
That's what I was gonna say. Here's my take. Once I saw Donatello actually smile in that movie, I was like, done. I'm in. My fondness for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Do whatever. I'm down. What are we doing?
Smiling that did it for you?
Because he made a face. Like, I went to the movie theater as a child to see the original Ninja Turtles. One of the greatest movies ever made, as far as I'm
I
concerned.
think it's one of the best.
The drama was there. The acting was there in these suits. The martial arts was there in these suits. But the suits, when you look at the mouth moving, like they look like Chuck E. Cheese animatronics.
Oh, yeah,
So to actually see a Ninja Turtle in a live action thing and make a
yes.
face, I was like, oh shit, did he just make a face? I love this movie.
Yeah, dope. Too bad they
I'm
look
done.
like fucking transform characters.
They were like 8 feet tall too. But I was down.
Second one was way better.
The fact,
first.
with Bebop and Rocksteady,
Yeah,
ain't no
way
way
better.
I'm not gonna like that.
It was way better.
Ain't no way.
Too bad that.
Because
no
again,
one
I
bought
came
into it.
in like, man, this is some bullshit. They made Casey Jones a cop. Is that Bebop and Rocksteady? I love this movie.
I'm with it. That part, I enjoyed the second one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a little too far too late.
The scene where they did the Michael Bay in Transformers did the exact same thing where they're like sliding down the hill and fighting. And at one point, Donatello goes, I want to try something. And he takes his bow staff and puts it against a rock and flips a van over. And as the van flips over their head, he's like giggling. Soft spot. You can't. You can't. I'm not going to dislike these movies. I love them. They're weird. They're goofy. I imagine my parents' yeah, that shit was great. I imagine my parents' generation with me telling them, no, see, they're turtles and they fight and they wear bandanas and they eat pizza. It's a ridiculous idea. So like the story being ridiculous one way or the other, I'm hard to sway when it comes to the Ninja Turtles.
You have a point there. It is so ridiculous.
It's pretty ridiculous.
They made that part where they were.
Their dad is a rat.
Ridiculous too.
Yeah.
But it's still, even if that part was the way we wanted it to be, with them actually learning kung fu and ninja-ness the right way, it would still be simply silly. It'd be a silly concept.
Yeah, it's a very silly concept.
They also
So
made
cool.
2 characters with bladed weapons that they could not use on anybody. Ever.
All American
Except robots.
cartoons are a bluff. Wolverine in the X-Men, he doesn't cut anybody ever.
In this new movie,
He does climb with his hand-mounted claws.
He cut a cyborg.
Yeah, he cut Sentinels up. You know, you got to get the comic book. You want to see the ninja killer.
But if you watch a cartoon and somebody has a knife, watch how they just never ever actually stab anybody unless they're a robot or something.
Just like the G.I. Joes getting shot with lasers. They were real careful about violence in the 80s. I mean, they showed us violence all the time, but it was just like kid violence.
Read the comic.
There you go. The comic. Donatello gets like wholesale murdered at some point. He has to walk around as a Ninja Turtle. Yeah.
Like that's how they introduced the cyborg turtles. Like at first, like it's Donatello and then cyborg.
For sure. It's dark. Also, Turtles Forever, the animated cartoon that blends a bunch of Ninja Turtle cartoons. Fantastic.
Great.
It's fantastic. Greatest IP of all time. Well, folks, that's it.
The last 3D one they did, not the one that just came out, but the 3D one
Oh,
they
the
had on
one where
Nickelodeon. They did the Turtles justice in that one.
They had
so
Trash Man.
That last iteration was my favorite, in all honesty.
Yeah.
That was second to the last one. The 3D version of it was by far one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites too.
They did a good job of mixing everything.
A great track record.
That and when Fox did the fifth Turtle that one time,
Mona
those
Lisa?
are my two.
The live action one?
Yeah, live action one. Those are my two favorites.
I gotta rewatch it.
I forgot about the live action.
I gotta see how I
the
feel
Turtles meet Power Rangers. That happened in real life.
It really was a thing.
Real life.
It really was a thing.
And their mouths moved like Chuck E. Cheese animatronics. It's time for shout-outs, or as Kenny calls them,
Shouts to murmurs.
Bam. I want to send a shout-out to Jimmy Ellis. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
For sure. BlurdDotFamily. This is the guy that taught me how to use, what's that thing you didn't want to use, Elder?
OBS.
That's the one.
Tight.
Got us through the pandemic. Here we are. Still standing. Still strong.
Do you use OBS still, or have you used another software?
No, we use StreamYard now. OBS.
Oh, you went to StreamYard? That's cool.
Yeah. OBS slowed my computer down too much.
I understand.
Yeah.
I use OBS.
That was your entry drug.
It was. We sat in the McDonald's and Jimmy Ellis showed me how to use OBS. Changed the game for us. I want to give a shout out to John the author. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, John.
For sure. I want to give a shout out to my partner Nikki. I want to give a shout out to the BlurdDotRadio crew. Thank you all for being here this Sunday and most every Sunday. And with that, I will pass my shout outs to Jimmy Ellis.
Shout out to my sister, Karita Ellis. Shout out to my brother, Quentin Ellis. Shout out to my brother, Frederick Jackson. Shout out to the whole BlurdCon staff.
Absolutely.
Shout out to my whole squad. Shout out to Jeffrey Tate. Shout out to my mama. Shout out to you. Because you shout me out, I'm going to shout you all back. And I'm going to shout out L. Okari too. DJ L. Okari, excuse me.
There it is.
Don't say his name without putting DJ in front of it.
There it is.
Right.
Please say the DJ.
Put some respect on his name. And I will conclude my shout outs with saying this. Shout out to Justin Wong. The end.
Did he win? Justin Wong, the Street Fighter player?
Yeah, he's a casual tryhard now.
He got a Lifetime Achievement Award at the EVO.
Who won EVO? Who won the Street Fighter 3 tournament?
Punk!
His name is Punk.
Oh, Punk won Street Fighter 6.
Punk is a black man. He won the Street Fighter 6 tournament. It had 5,000 entrants. He won it. So black man won.
Finally, what was it? Finally, an American took the win.
An American?
Yeah, apparently the Japanese had that on lock for a while. I think he came in second at some point.
Last year, Punk came in second.
He's not the one that wears the fox hood, is he?
No, that's Sonic Fox.
Okay.
Sonic Fox won Mortal Kombat 1 and EVO.
Nice. There it is. Shout out to all the black gamers out there. Shout out to all the blurs, if any. As Jimmy Ellis' shirt says. All the blurs. Blurred did it.
Shout out to the whole entire fighting game community.
There it is. DJ Elo Curry.
Shout outs to Jamila Woods for doing an amazing performance at Wicker Park Fest. Unshout outs to homie that was running the sound.
You said unshout out?
Yeah, because that dude was trash.
I don't know if we've ever gotten an unshout out.
Yeah, man, I don't know, dog. Whoever was like, how you gonna be the sound man on stage and you still get feedback throughout the entire fucking performance?
It's not doing a good job.
How does that happen? It's like you got one job. You got literally one job. Shout outs to Aaron and Gigi at First Sip Cafe.
Hey.
Such amazing people, man. Shout outs to them both. Shout outs to my family. Shout outs to the family of Sonia Manson.
Absolutely.
May she rest in peace.
Absolutely. Unshout out to the police forces to keep hiring these killers.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Like it's really getting to the point of like it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Found out that she's actually a cousin of my cousin, which is kind of wild. So, yeah, man. Shout outs to family. It's ridiculous.
Who do you want to pass your shout outs to?
Pass shout outs to Ashley.
Ash got it. You can do this. I believe in you.
I can this week. Because also, like DJ Elokari, I like to give an unshout out to Chicago Midway TSA. Y'all get on my goddamn nerves.
Not saving anybody.
Y'all just all performative. Like, why I gotta take my shoes off, but the old man don't need to.
Lil Rel gave us a bad impression of how active TSA can be.
Well, I also watched, what was it, Kevin Conover Ruins Everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he pretty much just broke down how TSA is just performative.
Kind of.
Yeah, it was also 9/11.
It was like performative safety or something. He explains it more eloquently. Like, I understand why we have it. And the dogs, they're necessary to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand why I gotta take my fucking shoes off if you got a fucking X-ray.
9.
I know.
11.
But you have a fucking
You didn't get an elevated
X-ray.
state. It's because of 9.
Use the X-ray and let me keep my damn shoes on. If I'm wearing flip-flops, let me keep my flip-flops on. My toes are already out.
They just trying to see what them toes do.
You can see them without them being barefoot on this dirty ass linoleum.
I always make sure not to wear socks with holes in them so my feet don't touch the floor.
Got your toes all out. You ain't prepared to be out there.
Anyway, so I'm shout out to them for not being innocent in their performative safety. But shout out to my friend Trahan.
You said Tron?
Trahan.
You know Trahan.
Wait.
He got a job.
Hot hand in the dice game.
I don't know, but he is in the gaming community. He was actually here a few years back for Combo Breaker. I think he's a Street Fighter? I can't remember. I love Trahan. Like, he's like us kind of in a unassuming, blurred way. Because he's multifaceted. It's not just a gamer blurred. You know, so I love it when he'll go on dates with guys and they are like all competitive and he's just real chill about it and he just eats their ass at everything. Just real nonchalant.
All I heard is when he goes out on dates with guys, he eats their ass.
I said beat.
Lord.
Wow.
I'm just saying that's what I heard.
Okay, well, fix your ears. But Tahan and I hung out before my Missy Elliott concert, so it was cool to hang out with them. I have all the best dates with my platonic friends, or by myself. Like, seriously, effortless, fun.
Good.
But yeah, that'll wrap up my blurt out.
Right. Who do you want to pass your blurt outs to?
Let's suppose Stevenson over there.
Steve.
Like all of you, I have an unshout out. Fuck the police. That is all. The police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NWA told us.
Yeah.
Like they needed to.
Right.
Unshout out to Donald Trump.
Ooh.
I don't like that guy at all.
Nah, he just gives a straight up fuck you.
Yeah. Not even an unshout.
Shout out to Joe Byron for going to go sit down.
I mean, unshot him out for blowing up kids.
Well, that too.
Oh, we got to stop this violence, but here's some bombs.
I think when it comes to unshout outs, it's like you have the potential to do better, and this could have been a shout out if you did better.
Now we
Those are
got
what
rules.
shout outs are for. It's basically do better.
Somebody mark the calendar. Next year, on this day, the kids don't got to go to school. Kenny.
Was Steve done?
Yeah.
Oh. Shout out to my partner. Shout out to my cat over there licking himself. Shout out to Ellis.
Hey.
Yeah. Shout out to 9/11.
That's what's gonna get us investigated.
I mean, you've been saying
on
fuck
top of
Israel
everything
for a
else.
minute. I think we're already on the watch list. So.
That's the watch. That's the one on the list where they're like, oh, that's too much.
Hey, listen, if the FBI watches,
Have these niggas paid their taxes? Check them out.
if the FBI watches, tune in every Sunday at 7 p.m. Tell your friends, and yeah, most of the time my computer's camera is closed anyway, so fuck them. And a shout out to everybody who's still invested in Marvel movies. Because I guess they're never going away.
I'm bootlegging them from now.
I just want a break. Like, I love them, but they need a, like somebody was like, can they bring back Western? Like good Western?
Well, so they can shoot Indians and tell weird narratives about how.
Bring back Posse, the Mario Van People's type movie.
They've been doing that every few years. Lil' Kim was in one.
The Harder They Fall was a black Western. It is absolutely terribly great. It is
Erykah Badu's been
great.
in one.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, see, it's not hard. I mean, shout out to people who still do comic books. As a matter of fact, come buy something from my store. First Day Comics. 2 locations. One in Hyde Park, one on Taylor Street.
Bam.
Can't miss us. Bam.
You've been watching BlurdDotRadio, BlurdDotRadio. Join us next week. I don't remember who the guest is going to be, but you can find out by tuning in. Until then, love,
Free
peace,
Palestine.
hair grease, free Palestine, down with the empire, and we'll go out on this note.